the APAC Facebook.
On your phone or me?
Hi guys, and welcome to Dusk Till Dawn, day 2 of the APAC World Championship of Amateur Poker. Lee, we are coming to the end point, I would say, of this team championship. Let me cross over to you with the scoreboard. Why don't you tell us where we're up to?
I am right in the middle of all the action, not too far from you actually, to be honest, Des. But yeah, we're 21 players left in the MTT. So let me give you a quick update of what's gone on so far and where we're at. England were topping the table at the end of phase 3, but we're closely followed by Wales. But loads of teams in the mix really. Well, we've lost now 27 of the 48 players that started this MTT, and as you can see on the screen here, Romania are the only country left with all 4 players intact at the moment. Germany have got 3 left. Poland have got 3. Now Poland haven't really set the leaderboard alight in the first 3 phases of this event, but they're really doing the business in this MTT, and I've got a potential of a medal or maybe more, guys. Lots to play for. England have just lost 2 players in the space of sort of, 5 minutes. They lost 2. Di Farrell bust and so did Danny Strain. So they've only got the skipper Wayne Parker and Asa McGrath. Asa obviously has won this event previously. Germany lost a player early on, but are very much crept up the leaderboard. Unfortunately for the likes of the Netherlands and Macedonia, no players left. They're not in with a shout, and really Wales, the USA and Scotland with 1 player left are probably not going to be in the mix of medals here now. But as we know, as this plays down to a final table, this could all change as to who's actually going to be up for it. It's all about now going deep with the players you put in.
Yeah, look, really interesting to see that leaderboard, Lee. Just before we went live, we were pretty much giving this to England. Not the first time we've done that. It isn't always sensible to do it early, and it would appear that England have actually started to leak players. In fairness, though, Lee, they have been short. So Danny was short. Di was pretty short. Well,
the 2 players that have bust were short. Wayne Parker is properly chipped up.
Yeah,
Wayne has absolutely got chunks of chips. Asa is actually all in as I speak. Let me see if I can get over there straight away.
Let's get to table 1.
He's ace queen against 6-9, I think it is. It's going to be a double up for Asa, but he's now short stack as well. Shaking his head. He is short stack, but Wayne has got chunks of trouble. If Asa buff, that probably is going to leave England in a bit of a spot here, Des, I'd say.
Wow, it's a really interesting position. Germany, of course, lost a player early on, and it looked like their chances, might have been crushed on the back of that. But the other 3 have stayed in quite a while.
Now, what I should say, we've got all the 3 tables in front of DTD here. Let me show you the rail. I'll do a rail run as we go.
Yeah,
here we go then. So, look at the guys all following this now.
Wow.
Right the way down the card room. You can't move for people watching the event, and I'm right down there starting. And the player I mentioned, Wayne Parker, in the middle of a hand here. But yeah, he's reasonably stacked up with chips. He's got possibly a chip leader on this one. Dylan Herbert is a remaining Welsh player on this table as well, and Simão from Portugal there, who we saw at the main event last year. Final table that.
Silver medal, Lee.
And yeah, he did. And it's Romania in a hand with England here. Let's see if I can get in on this. The Romanian player and Wayne Parker have gone all in. The board is 7 Queen Ace. There's a cheer because Eddie's all in on the other table as well. But we'll watch this one first. That's a fold there, so Wayne gets that through. Let me get over. Eddie is all in. Let's go. King Deuce against 6 Deuce. 6 Deuce of Scotland. Naz, Scotland, only remaining player for them. They are reigning champions. It's not going to happen for them this year. Scottish players on the touchline. The Scottish players are saying, come on, Eddie. But Naz has doubled Eddie up, the Romanian captain.
Wow.
Naz is saying, I got 50 quid for that, Des. Are we
Look
allowed?
at the rail.
Is that allowed? So Romanian captain, who's been fairly short back through most of this, Des, has just doubled up. And they are the only ones with 4 left in. Now, I mentioned Poland. let's talk about Poland briefly for a second.
Yeah.
There. Look at that for a stack, Des.
Doing nice. Yeah.
Yeah, nicely stacked up. Now they've got 3 players left in. Adam is pretty well stacked. He was on table 8, the aces table we were looking at earlier on. They lost Ian early on. Pavel is the other player who was really short up. But let's go over to Pavel. I can show you. There's Pavel's stack now. He's added a few more since I last looked. So yeah, okay, they're very much in with a shout here. Definitely think that Seb's quite confident. They've been not had the best of runs of the 6 goes and heads up, but boy, they're certainly showing their mettle here on the main event. Let me go to Adam and I can show you Adam, the third Polish player. That's Adam's stack.
Yeah, he's in good
Adam
shape.
Busy chatting to Dad behind there. Ian on the rail.
Advice being
Ian's
proffered.
saying to him, Ian's saying, don't play like I played, Adam, and it'll be fine, honestly. Yeah. That's what he's saying. And Adam's going, yeah, I'm not going to do that. So this is it, right in the heart of it. 21 players to go. Now, I'm updating exits as we go here, guys. So I've got Simon. Simon's been brilliant here, TDing for us all the 2 days. He's monitoring all these exits as well. So we're not going to miss any exits at all. We'll get them all in the right order because obviously it matters for these players. And as you can see, the main focus for players is this leaderboard. The German bloggers are busy there chatting. We'll let them have their moment there to chat away as well. So they're doing that. So they're filming us filming them, and it's great. It's all good fun. So
it's like a Mexican. It's
good.
like a Mexican standoff, Lee. Not to bring another nation into it.
No, absolutely not.
Fantastic.
Absolutely not. So on we'll go. So we're going to try and catch any of the all-ins as we possibly can. Although they're following the German team, they're keeping an eye on all the action as well because there's a lot of followers following from Germany, keeping an eye on their team. Really good to see those guys. They've really properly entered into the event, and thoroughly great to have them on board. So there we are for 21 runners remaining. What I should do, and I haven't mentioned yet, Des, and let me go and do that now, is just talk about the point scoring of this MTT.
Yeah.
And I do apologise when I walk down to the leaderboard. I do go past Des, and I think this might get a little bit of echo. I'm being picked up on his mic as well as I chat away. So we slightly changed the point scoring of the MTT this year. So you'll see that the points are a little bit more grouped. It used to go kind of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 all the way up for every place.
Yeah.
Now we group them up a little bit. So we're currently in this place here, 19th to 23rd, 12 points. And then every 3 places now they're jumping to 14 to 16. Then we go up to every 2 places, 18, 20. Then once we're on that final table, it's then jumping individually.
Big points.
22, 25, 28, 32, 36, 40, 45, and that big 50-point score up top. So it is all to play for. Simon has given me a nod, so we might have either an exit or an all-in here. And it's Eamon who is all in, and we've got an all-in all on the table. Let me go up to table 2 first of all. See who we've got. It's Samowin with ace-6 against the king 10. Pavel for Poland, ace on the flop, and I think that's going to have him covered. Yeah, he's more than covered. Poland are going to lose a player in 21st for the cracking run for him. Going to add points to the team. Seb's having a look there. Skipper's having a look. Quick shake of hands with the Portuguese player. You go on through. Talk to your skipper. Quick fist bump. Probably did as much as you could do, and that'll be Pavel out in 21st. Simon gives me the nod. I will get that updated. Bear with me a second, Des, whilst I do that. Chat amongst yourselves, folks.
Oh, fantastic. Well, listen, Lee, we've got a bunch of people out there watching the stream already. We've just gone live. Lilana is saying, go Portugal, with a surname like Abelo. I think perhaps El Capitano, a relation of Bruno's, quite possibly.
Well,
Mr. Black is out there as well.
Hang on. There's Island on Island here. It's ace queen for Eamon, ace 10 for Liam, I think it is. And we're just going to do a quick count on this. It could just be a double up for Eamon. Could still have pips left. Yeah, but that's it, I'm afraid. But not quite bust yet. But we're down to 20. Sorry, can you carry on?
Yeah, so I was just going to say, guys, do feel free to get some commentary into the chat box. If you want to pass on a message to any of the players, if you want an update on chips or positions, of course we'll give it to you. We are here until
Yes, I need to give you an England update. Need to give you an England update. Asa McGrath is bust. They are down to one player.
Oh my word. Wow. Well, we'll update the spreadsheet, guys. We'll see what difference that makes. But it's bad news for England, having lost 3 players in relatively quick succession. 19
players left, and I'm going to guess with Liam for Northern Ireland is going to be all in for his last 4K. He's probably going to get a call here. We'll have a look in a minute. We'll watch this one here. He's all in. It's going round. Eddie's folded. And player from Portugal is all in on the button. Seb gets out the way. Romanian player in the big blind. Let's have a look. Decision. I'm not rushing this. Asking for a count now, Des.
Oh, that's interesting. Meanwhile, Lee, look, while he makes his decision, we can see Asa talking to England skipper Wayne Parker. Wayne, now the sole surviving England player, looks a little bit crushed by that recent turn of events. Back to you, Lee.
Yeah, well, we're just getting a count now. So Liam from Northern Ireland is all in for his last 4,000. All in shove from the button from Portugal, and Romania has asked for a count and knows how much it is. Got Portugal covered here, so and decides to let it go in the end. So let's see what the cards are. Liam's got Ace Jack, is up against King 7, and I think the Romanian player is going to call that. 7 on the flop, and the Romanian player says that's good. So that puts Portugal ahead. Liam is going to need a chunk of help there not to come. We're going to lose Liam in 19th place. So we're down to 18 players now.
Yeah, fantastic effort by the Northern Irish team this tournament, Lee. The guys, I know they really enjoy their time here.
So we're down to 18 then.
Well, let's just go back to table. Wayne Parker, the captain, has his face covered with his hand, wondering what he has to do.
He's in a hand here, Dave.
He is indeed.
Against Samar from Portugal. The ball's come down 5, 10, 8. They've gone check, so we're going to see a 7 on the turn here. And that's going to have the England skipper reaching out for chips. And before he even counts what it is, Samar, the ever professional that he is, just straight away folds. We move on. On with the game. No messing about here. Let's get on with it. That's
so,
what I like to see.
Lee, who's going to win this thing?
Who's going to win it? Well, I mean, I can't do it without going to the leaderboard and getting an update, because I need to go and have a look, Des. I can't just call it. Let me wander over and see what I think is where we're at. Wow.
Okay, I'm with you. There we go.
You're kind of a feeling it's a 2-horse race now, aren't you, at the moment? You're looking at that and going, it's Romania and Germany for the gold at the moment.
But just to be clear, England have a minimum of 165 points, right? We look at the mins and the mats. So they have 165 guaranteed. Germany have 143 guaranteed. Romania 148 guaranteed. So they can't afford to lose too many players too shortly, either of those countries. But yes, it looks like England's
it very much is that way.
Day is done.
I think possibly, but I think Romania and Germany looking in a comfortable spot for the gold. As for the rest of the medals, well, they're up for grabs at the moment. So we're going to certainly, until we get, I think this is going to be down to the final table before we get close to knowing where this is going to be, guys. Unless either Romania or Germany really capitulate exits-wise in the next half hour or so. But we'll see. We're going to follow all the action here, and we'll let you know as it plays out. But of course, as you can see, everybody here is busy keeping an eye on what's going on, and the rail is just is going nowhere at the moment. So back to it. Haven't mentioned yet. Quick mention to Jane Mason here, repping Team USA. Did really well stacked chips wise. Unfortunately, the team's on the rail, Jen. Yeah, the team's on the rail.
Myself. Oh dear.
Oh crikey! I've got Des singing all by myself in my ear now. I'm not sure who I love that. Yeah.
Sorry, Lee, that wasn't meant to go out, Lee. That was just for you.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Oh dear. There is Table Gen. We'll call it Table Gen now. Table 1, as
Why
it
not?
were. Table 2 is there. We call that Table Eddie, Romanian captain Eddie Niascu. On the right-hand side of your screen there, resplendent in yellow. And then Table 3 is this one. As Table Wayne Parker, England captain.
I'm just going to start filming the German screen. That's the best way to do this. So we've got this. We seem to both go to where the action is together. Yeah.
Go figure. Go figure.
We know what's going on. Yeah. It's all good. It's all good. We've got an all in the call, and it is 7s against Jack. Eddie hits a 7.
Come on,
against
Eddie.
Eamon. Eddie's hit a 7. Oh, runner, heart. Eamon's got the Jack of Hearts, and that is going to be the end of Eddie Niascu, Romanian captain.
Wow. The Germans are straight back to the scoreboard, Lee. I think they feel this is pretty important.
What a great run for Romania, though. 4 in the last 18, but they've just lost a player in 18th place, and it is their skipper. Everyone's now waiting for me to type a number into my phone, Des. That's what they're all waiting for. Let me quickly do that, because the guys are now waiting, looking at the scoreboard, waiting to see what that means. There we go. That's that exit in for those on the scoreboard that are watching it. And I will wander over quickly and give you an update of what that's done now.
Let's do it. I can see Lee passing me, folks. We'll have an update on the scoreboard in just a moment. Here we go.
Still got Romania top, but Germany now, I mean, you wouldn't want to call this either way at the moment.
So Lee, simply put, right? Romania have 104 points, Germany 3 points behind. They both have 3 players left.
Yeah,
this thing
absolutely.
is going all the way.
But Ireland, I tell you, Ireland is still there. Don't Eamon's just knocked the player out. Just don't, and they whether he targets him or not. All in the call over on Table Gen. It's Team 10 against A7. It's Willow with the A7, and it's Germany with the Team 10. And it's Jack 5-4-3. And the deuce means straight for Willow. And so that's double up for both Ireland players in the space of about a minute or two.
And Germany takes a hit there.
But more importantly, Des, how good does Willow look in her new hoodie?
Looking very sharp.
Available from all,
looking very sharp.
From all good merchandise stands at Dusk Till Dawn. Yeah. So I think that was Peter for Germany. I think if I'm right.
Peter Wagner.
Yeah. So it's tricky with the colours because a few of them are kind of taking hoodies off and so. But I know which countries they are. It's just catching them as this plays down. But we are now 17 players remaining.
Gaz Howard out there tanking for time, he said, Lee. See you boys tomorrow. Look forward to it. Gaz, safe travels up. So a bunch of you out there, guys, do drop a note in the chat box. Let us know you're watching, who you're supporting. And best of all, let us know if you're getting up to Nottingham over the weekend, if you're playing any events at the WCOAP 23 bracelet events here in Nottingham.
Naz just stood up to come and talk to me, and I just was like, I pointed at my ear, but I'm like, oh, I don't want to talk to you. Like, so I don't know what he was going to say. Clearly, it wasn't something that he wanted to be on the live stream with. So,
he just
he's
ran away.
Chuckling away to himself. He's back at the table chuckling to himself. So looks like Romania Ace Jack against Jen Mason's Pocket Fives. It's the Ace Jack at risk.
This is a huge hand. Let's zoom in.
8 could be Romania losing, and it is. It's going to be Romania losing another one.
Wow. The
I'll get a
pendulum
name from
swings
Simon now.
further towards Germany, Lee.
It's Marius. So we've lost Marius from Romania in 17th place. And that's going to make a massive difference, Des. That's 2 very quick exits. We said that could happen, couldn't it? If they lose too quickly, it makes a massive difference to the whole thing. Germany now looking in a strong position.
Absolutely.
But, hey, a couple of exits for them and it changes everything again. So Marius just busy explaining to his teammate what went on. Of course, the difficulty is he's playing. I mean, Jen woke up with a hand there, pocket 5. And obviously, Jen's playing for a bit of pride here, trying to get Team USA as high up the leaderboard as she can. I don't think they can really medal now. Although she's going to carry on wanting to try and do her best. Done nothing wrong with that. Pocket 5s there, Des.
No, not at all. So Wayne Parker, Lee, very frustrating, I guess. He has a, pretty significant stack of chips there, but I don't know that they can do anything for him here.
Well, I think if he go, all he can do is go on and win.
Yeah.
You go on and win this and hope that it might get you a medal, potentially.
So listen,
difficult. You can talk the leaderboard, can't you? Because you can see it there to say whether you can see them in matches to say where you think.
Yeah, so at this point, if we look at England, the max that they can get if Wayne was to go on and win this thing, 201 points. So Germany currently sat on 147, so they would need to pull 54 odd points. Romania currently sat on 148. Germany left with 3 players, of course, so they can go to 236 points. So, yeah, maybe it isn't over yet, Lee, but nonetheless, Germany in a strong position now.
Yeah, so we are down to 16 players, which means we've split to 2 tables. So we've got the table nearest you, and then the furthest table. So it's going to keep us fit. This is, so we'll be good. I think the German live stream guys are getting a bit excited here, thinking this is potential. I mean, we're not at the point where anyone's locking up a medal here, but we're not going to be far off that now.
No, astonishing. Right, so I am going to disconnect the middle table, Lee. I think that can go. Lee, could you turn the camera on the middle table? Could you just turn it off, if that's okay?
Yeah.
Just close down the app, that would be perfect. Right, so we're looking at table Wayne Parker. I can see Eamon Coughlin, Ireland there. Eamon Connolly, rather, Ireland there as well. I can see Gus from Northern Ireland, Wayne Parker. We've got a Romanian player. I think that's Seb from Poland. In fact, let's see if we can go a bit wider on that table. There we go. Oh, it's definitely a bit wider.
So, Jen Mason here is stacking up chips, Des. Relentless. Absolutely relentless. Just have a look and quickly see where we are with USA. Let me let the valet come past first, and then we'll go past. There we go. Just trying to see where USA are and whether they can do. No, so they're okay. So their max is going to be 153 here, even if Jen wins this now. And the means of the other players, the teams up here are going to be too much. So really, it is playing for pride, very much so.
So I'm just going to come over and look at a camera for a moment, Lee. You carry on.
Actually, Des. So players are on a break as soon as these hands finish. So they're going to be on a 15-minute break here, Dave. So I think what we'll do is probably keep the stream running, and we'll just go on mute. We'll leave the stream running for 15 minutes on one of the tables. There's normally in the call on the other one. Let me see if I can get over there. I'm on my way. In we go. It was King Queen versus. Oh, there's right. Really? You all got on your feet for this? Really?
No.
Honestly. Give the dealer a break, honestly. Come on. Yeah, okay, we're all good. So they can now go on their break. That got I nearly ran. I nearly got into a jog there, honestly, to get over here for nothing. Oh, there we go. So players says, they are on a break. It's going to be about 13 and a half minutes left of that break after that hand played out. So as I was saying, we'll keep the stream running. Yeah, we'll just pop on mute for 13 and a half minutes. And we'll see you guys back here to see this to a conclusion.
Fantastic. See you in 14 odd minutes, guys. Cheers. Hi guys, and welcome back. Just a couple of minutes left on the break, but I've just handed over to Lee, who is at the leaderboard. Lee. It's a bit low there, Lee. We'll just come back to that in a moment, guys.
There you go. How about that?
Yeah, that's much better. There you go.
There we go. There we go. So let me go back up to the leaderboard.
All right, so we're just waiting for the players, guys. Here's the leaderboard again. Over to you, Lee.
So Germany top of the table now with 3 players left, the only team with 3 players left. Those with 2 left are Romania, Ireland, Portugal and Poland. England just the 1 player left, but they banked a lot of points from earlier on in the tournament and actually picked up quite a few already in the MTT so far. But I mean, we don't like to call it somebody's to lose, Des, but at the moment Germany looking pretty strong at the top of the table. I would still say anywhere as far down as maybe Poland in with a potential medal shout, depending on how this plays out.
Yep. And Tommy Lee, how many players left, and what is the current points that can be won by, if you like, the next player out?
So we are down to 16 players left, which means they're currently in that point there, 14 points, then goes 16, 18 points, 20, then the final table will be 22, 25, 28, 32, 36, 40, 45 and 50. Players are just sitting back down. What we've got here, though, is a massive rail of people following the leaderboard, following their teams. I'm going to do a rail run. Here we go. Down we go. All the way down DTD. Around the cameras. There we go. Down to the very far table. German quick high five from a German player to the German captain. Right down to the furthest player at the end of this card at the moment.
Connolly.
Is Eamon the Hat Connolly. Just doubled up before the break, as did his teammate. Teammate? Yeah, we can go teammate. Yeah, we're going to go teammate.
I think we can go further than that, Lee, if I'm honest.
Teammate. Yeah, we probably could. So Simon's just about kicking things off, and we're going to shuffle up and deal after the break, and we're off.
Fantastic. Well, there is table Wayne Parker, so the England captain. We need to keep an eye on him. Of course, he'll be wanting to go deep and score big points. The only remaining England player left in. Lee still can't
let's be honest, let's be honest. That's what Wayne needs to do here.
Oh,
he has got to go as basically. You need to lock up as many points as you can in this tournament now, and then hope that other teams bust early and they might be able to pick up a medal here. That's really what his target is. Yeah.
But Lee, look, we've had a 15-minute break. We've been streaming for just over 40 minutes. So what I can't get over is that in the space of an hour, England have gone from having 4 in and a hugely dominating lead to losing 3 players in quick succession. Germany still have 3 left in. Things are looking very bleak for England now. But it's also clear from what you showed us on the leaderboard that it's not enough for Germany to have 3 in. They need to get at least 2 of those players onto that final table and deep into the points also.
Yes, very much so. That's the way they've got to play this now. And it's interesting. There are certain teams here now that are pretty much playing for a little bit of pride. Nothing wrong with that in the slightest. But for those teams that are in the mix here, the likes of Germany, Romania, England, Ireland, Poland, this is now all about keeping an eye on what's going on with the other teams and working out what they need to do.
So
one remaining player from Wales here, Dylan Herbert, just got a shove through on his table. Again, Wales can't do anything, unfortunately. They came onto this final MTT in a good shape, but it just went horribly wrong. They lost 2 players reasonably early on, and there's no looking back to that. Once Ben Young bust for them and left Dylan on his own, pretty much they're just playing for a little bit of Welsh pride.
Yeah. So both Romanian players, Lee, on the two remaining tables with their backs to us, both with their hoodies up. Are we sure that's not the same player multi-tabling, Lee?
Definitely not. You're all
I mean,
good.
he looks the same, Lee. Are you sure?
We've got all in the call. It's King Queen for Northern Ireland, Ace 3 for Germany, Queen 10 King, and a Queen on the river is going to be a full house, and I think that's going to bust. Germany is. You might have heard the German blogger. They're calling for the jack there as it was going through, and we'll just confirm who we've lost there.
It's all changed again.
It's Thilo busting in 16th place, and that's Germany lost a player. Des, it's all change again.
All change again. So Romania potentially now back in the driving seat.
Yeah, I think they're sharing the driving. I think it's the best way to describe it at the moment. Romania and Germany. Neither of them seems to want to take the wheel and take control of this, and yeah, they're pretty much both. Obviously, again, nothing wrong with those hands there, and so you can't fault Northern Ireland player there for making that call. And his knife is stacked. Actually, you can see.
Absolutely.
And again, Northern Ireland just been a little bit unlucky there on the in the MTT.
Have you knocked that player out, Lee?
Should have done, yeah.
Okay, so Germany now with 2, of course.
Yeah. And of course, those that are playing for a bit of pride here can play a bit looser, Dave. They can play a bit more aggressive. They can 3-bet in spots and put pressure on those players that are trying to hang on for points here. Yeah, you can really make a difference to this. And there's nothing wrong with playing that as a dynamic of this MTT. It's all part and parcel of it. And the likes of Dylan for Wales, Naz for Scotland, Jen Mason, and I think Naz is called. It's King Jack for Portugal up against pair of deuces, which is Naz
for Scotland.
King on the river, and 2 big stacks actually. That's the Portuguese stack getting counted up now. Naz has got a decent chunk of chips over there. But he's about to give away a load of them to Portugal. Just going to get that counted up. Keeping an eye on the other table, Des, as well, to see what's going on there.
So they're about to deal a new hand.
It's nice for Portugal. And Portugal do still have 2 in as well.
Yeah, Portugal have 2 in.
Out the chip. Yeah.
Currently on 124 points, Lee. So they're Germany on 147, Romania on 150. Both of those also with 2 in. So England currently sat in the lead, 167 points, but only 1 player remaining. And there he is with his back to us in the white shirt. That's Wayne Parker, England captain, currently leading, but very much needs other teams to lose players and quickly. So we're seeing a flop down on table 2, Lee.
And it's Seb and Eamon in this one. And bet from Eamon gets through the board with 8-9-6 there. There's a couple of hearts on it. So raise from Adam, Poland, and on the bottom, Naz in the small blind for Scotland is shoved all in for his remaining stack, having just doubled up for Portugal. Decision round on Peter for Germany. Who's going to get out of the way? I'm assuming Adam's going to make the call. Looks like, I think Naz might just have it's very close. It's ace-4 for Adam. It's ace-deuce for Naz. This could easily be being chopped up here.
It's looking like a chop.
And that's what's going to happen.
Ouch.
Flush. Flush.
Got there in the end.
Flush on the river and gets there in the end. And Adam has got 1.5k chip behind. He's not bust.
Chip in a chair.
Very much chip in the chair with the rail behind. So Naz causing damage in this final two tables. I think, to be honest, nothing wrong with either of those, you know, at this point in the tournament.
Absolutely right. Bunch of you out there, guys, who are you shouting for? Let us know in the chat box.
We'll keep an eye on this because I'm guessing Adam is probably going to be, quite possibly be in this very next hand. He doesn't. He folds this one. So folds this one through. So Portugal are all in here, it says, and Romania in the big blind. Looks in a lot of pain and distress trying to make a decision here.
Well, I think we could take from that he's weak. He's just wondering if this is a spot. He's going to let it go.
He's going to let it go. Ace King, Portugal showed. I saw one of Romania's cousins definitely had an ace.
Oh, wow.
And gave a little thump on the table when he saw Ace King, then he's folded again. So I think it was a very good fold laid down for him there.
Yeah, fair chunk of respect there.
So on we go, 15 players left in the International Team Championship. This is the MTT, the final phase of what's been 2 amazing days of poker here in Nottingham. 12 countries, 48 players, and it's all going to come down to these final 2 tables to decide who is going to be International Team Champions at the World Championship of Amateur Poker for 2023. Played in really, really good spirits. Been great fun for 2 days. And we still don't know who it's going to be. Germany lead the way, but Romania close behind. England still in the mix. Ireland very much in the mix. Poland with 2 players still remaining, desperately trying to cling on for a medal. And speaking of Poland, Adam puts that 5k chip in the middle now. He's folded round to him so far, so let's see what happens. Naz is going to fold. Peter from Germany He's going to fold. So the blinds are 6k and 12k. So Romania makes up the small blind. Let's see what Gem Ace is going to do. Team USA checks. So the blinds are going to see a flop here. And it's 5-10-3 with a couple of diamonds. They've checked it down. So we're going to see a turn. And it's a 4 diamond. Julius for Romania pops out a bet of 14,000. And Jen folds. So it's King 10 for Adam, it's Jack 8 with a diamond for Julius, and there's a diamond on the river, which means Adam is going to depart in 15th position for Poland, and Julius from Romania wins that pot. Only a little pot, but it busts another player as well, which is all important. So Adam's lottery for Poland busts out in 15th. I will get that updated, and on we go.
So a bunch of you out there, guys. I see Dean Pearson is watching, Mike Scudder and Sean Potton, Gary Hawkins, Ludovic Masculin is out there as well, Carl Pilgrim, Don Logan, good to see you watching, Don, Richard Wilcox, Andy Kingan is there, Steve Forte, Tomo is watching as well, Leslie Ski watching her boys playing for Poland, Nick Rawlings is out there, Liliana Abello is out there as well. You want to pass a message on to the players, you want to shout for your country, let us know in the chat box.
So let me see if I can get back over to the leaderboard for those that have just maybe
Super.
joined us, and I can give you an update where we're at with that one more exit. So this is where we stand now. Romania top of the table with 2 players remaining, 118 points so far. Germany only 3 behind though.
Yep.
Ireland only another 10 behind with 2 players left in. England, Wayne Parker, skipper, still doing the business. Portugal, just saw Samau get shoved through with pocket 9s. They've got 2 left. They haven't locked up as many points at the moment. England are obviously the ones that have locked up most points so far with 151. So it's going to be tough for Portugal to kind of overtake them, because they can get a maximum of 187. England's minimum now is 167. But Portugal's still in with a shout there. I think with Poland losing Adam, that's probably them now out of the picture as far as medals go. But yeah, those top 5 places, the medals are going to come from those top 5. I'd suggest gold is going to come from the top 2, but I wouldn't discount Ireland quite yet.
Yep.
I say that because I've got Frank and John just to my right of this leaderboard. So,
very careful.
So look, and Kevo's there as well. So,
a motley looking crew, aren't they, Lee?
I cannot say anything bad about Ireland with those 3 to my right, eh?
If there was a war tomorrow, Lee, you'd push them out to the front, wouldn't you?
I'm running away quick before I get into bother. Wayne Parker chips all in the middle. But he's got that one through, as I just get over here. Nothing much to see there, Des. He's just stacking back up those chips. They were all in the middle for a split second, but he's got that through. And on
I have to say, Lee, I don't know if England are going to win this thing, but Wayne's done a superb job as a captain, I have to say.
Yeah, no, he has been absolutely brilliant. So chilled. We've had him on the show talking about the team, and I know you interviewed him yesterday as well. Really, really relaxed. Gone about his business. He's had a little bit of a problem with picking. Portugal all in against, it's Queen 5 for Portugal, King 9 for Germany.
Oh, it's a king.
And that's going to be good. There we go. Let's get there.
That's a huge hold for Germany, Lee.
It is. Massive hold for Germany. That is That's Tobias for Germany. Gets a double up through Portugal. Huge for Germany, that is, because to have lost the player there really would have swung the in Romania's favour. But just needed to obviously to avoid the two cards for the Portuguese player. But nice to hit the king. But still, with the king, you then got the sweat because you got the up and down straight draw there as well for the Portuguese player. So yeah, it's never easy, is it? It is never easy.
So, Lee, what else have we got going in the card room at the moment? I saw we had a super big 6-max tourney going. We've got a crazy...
Yeah. So
pineapple.
So basically, so 6-max started first thing this afternoon. We've got a rounds tournament going on, and then we've got Tom Brady's Sensible Pineapple.
Sensible Pineapple, Lee.
Yeah, it may be advertised as crazy pineapple, but there's nothing crazy about it, Des. It is as sensible as you're going to get. So we are going to dish out 3 bracelets. 3 bracelets there. Naz is all in, but that's nothing massively to worry about. It's still a decent stack, and he's playing this quite aggressively. Got an all in the call over on the other table. We'll keep an eye on that one down there. Meanwhile, Eamon is all in with 3-9 up against the ace-9 for Romania. And we're going to lose Romania, I think, in 14th place. We are. That's again going to be a massive one, and I'm going to guess that is going to be. It's not going to be Julius. It's going to be the other player. Is it? It's going to be him, Alexandru. Yeah. So Simon agrees with me. Alexandru Butt in 14th place. So we're down to 13 players. That swings it massively. So Germany get a double up on the other table. Romania now lose a player on this one. That makes it a huge change at the top of the table, Des.
It swings back very much in Germany's way again, Lee. Again, they've got to max their points. This is potential we're talking about here. They become the favourites, but that would change again immediately if a German player goes out in the next couple of positions.
Yeah, absolutely.
Meanwhile, England's Wayne Parker sits with chips, all very, very calm. He just needs to keep doing what he's doing.
Now, what I would say that, from Germany's point of view, the focus here now has got to be on the shorter stacks. The more that they can bust, they're now picking up effectively double the jumps in points as Romania are. So that's key to them now. The problem they've got still is both German players are on this table.
Yeah, I see them.
Table Jen Mason, and I think probably Willow's probably got the shortest stack on this table, but after that it's the 2 German players, I think, by the looks of it. So they're not massively stacked, and of course they've got this other Romanian player, Julius, here. So they know what's going on.
It's tricky.
It's what they've got to watch out for is the likes of Ireland. Eamon is stacked up over on the other table. Willow's not going to give up that stack lightly on this table. So they are very much in the mix.
Look at the rail here, Lee. Behind this first table is table 1, table Jen Mason. Absolutely fantastic. Just waiting to see how this one is going to finish, and we can't tell you at this moment in time. One of 4 countries could take down the gold. Germany perhaps the favourites.
What I would say, Dave, it's nice to know that even the German vlogger can have a problem with his gimbal at time and has to go to manual feed. It's nice to know.
I expected sophistication.
It's all about cables. It's all about cables. Yeah. So Peter's all in.
Versprung Dirk technique.
He's going to get that one through. Willow's going to fold.
Wow.
And so he gets that one through, and on we'll go again.
I think we'll keep an eye on this table for the moment, Lee. This is table Germany.
Well, this is table Germany and Romania. This is top of the table.
This is the game, right?
This is the game at the moment where it's happening. Of course, it all swings quickly, if Germany lose one in the next couple of places, Ireland and England. Look at this. They're seeing where do they stand here? Are they in with a shout of anything? That leaderboard all of a sudden becomes super critical, and everyone's going to be properly looking at those min maxes and trying to work out, well, where do they need to go now with the points jumps. On the other table, Des, Dylan Herbert is all in, under the gun, I think, by the looks of it. Yeah, and decision goes round. We got Eamon and Seb. Eamon, Seb, and Samar to make a decision. Eamon out the way, Seb out the way. What's Samar going to do? He's going to fold. Dylan gets another shove through. Gives me a little grin, and on we go. On we go. Naz is all in, back over on top of the table. And it was blind on blind. I think he shoved from the small blind and into Peter Wagner's big blind and gets that one through.
Lee, I think Germany are showing territorial dominance over the scoreboard. They're getting more time at the scoreboard than we are, Lee.
So,
you need to correct that. We can't have that. Little friendly banter, folks. It's okay. We know what we're doing. Simon Lawler says, good luck, England. Richard Shorten says, get it done, Wales.
Unfortunately, I think Wales may have already got it done about 3 hours ago, as good as it's going to be. Dylan's very much playing for pride, I think.
They've shot their bolts.
Wales.
The lovely Karen Mead is in the chat box, Lee. I hope she got back her Chelsea season ticket that I sent to her a couple of days ago. She needs it for a game tomorrow night. Karen, let me know if you received it.
Chelsea playing Luton, aren't they, tomorrow night? I think.
They are indeed. They're playing Luton. Karen slips me her season ticket every time Liverpool comes to town, and of course they were down playing Chelsea 2 weeks ago, or a week and a half ago.
So, hand here. Oh, I thought for a second Willow was going to shove. We've looked to see how much Julius from Romania has. Now it's folded all the way around to Germany versus Romania here in the blinds.
Oh, he's having a think, Lee. He's having a think,
Germany
Lee.
Goes all in.
Here we go. Here we go. This could have huge repercussions on the end result.
It's calling.
Oh, it's
He's
a call.
Calling.
Here we go.
It's ace-3 for Germany. It's ace-6 for Romania.
Wow.
The board. Here it comes. 8-3. 3 on the flop.
To 3.
Yes, baby.
Wow.
And Germany take
Get a
it.
double.
8-3 versus 8-6. I don't think we're just counting.
Is that a
up.
double? Or is that
It
an
might
exit?
be more than that. Simon's in there to have a look. That could be Romania. Go on, we're just counting it up now.
Wow.
Simon's going to count it up.
Has a 3 ever looked so
Got him
good, Lee?
covered. He's got him covered. And that is Romania to the rail. Wow. We'll get that updated on the scoreboard, and that's gonna change things massively. Let me get that done.
Well, I'm looking at the German team on the rail here. Everything seems very calm, Lee. And we would expect no different, right? Very, very calm.
No, absolutely. Simon, that was 13th, yeah? Yeah, cool, lovely.
So Lee's just updating the leaderboard. There's a bank of people waiting to see that change going through. And we will be the first. We'll bring it to you exclusively.
I'll be honest, I'm going to go and have a look because I think min-maxes, that could be a massive difference now.
Okay, guys, let's have a look. Over to you, Lee.
So that's that's made a massive difference to what Romania can do because they are now, they were up there.
So we need to see those min-maxes, Lee.
They are now down there. So let's just look where we are. So Germany, Ireland have both got 2 players remaining, as have Portugal. So they've got 2 remaining. England sat there now currently in the third with the skipper, Wayne Parker. That's where we're at with the mins and maxes now. Still nothing decided yet, but it's starting to really form shape here at the top of the table as who's going to pick up the medals.
I tell you what, though, Lee,
I'll be honest,
quietly.
you can't call anything here at the moment.
No, Lee.
Got an all in the call. I've got to get over here because it's Willow's in with King Queen against Ace 8 of Jen Mason, and it's 4-6 Jack 8-5, and Jen Mason's going to bust Willow in 12th place.
Wow.
So Ireland lose a player. So just as quickly as I say, Ireland could be in the mix here. Willow busts.
That's probably Ireland done.
I don't think it is, Des. This is the problem. Is I think we're in a situation here for the win was always going to be a long shot, but I think very much it's a case of there's a lot of teams here now with 1s and 2s left at the top of the table that are still looking for a medal. And we're down to 11. We're not far off a final table here. And Des, we can't call this at the moment. All in the call over on the other table, on my way over. Let's see what we've got going on. It's Steb. Steb is all in with King 7 for Poland. Jack 3 for Northern Ireland. It's Seb at risk. It's the King 7 at risk. And that's going to be good enough for Seb to get a double up. So we're down to 11, Des, but that's like we're saying. You can't call this at the moment. There's no, by now we've normally got maybe someone's guaranteed a medal or something here, but no, not at the moment.
And we go on.
This is going to be a final table, I think, before we're going to be able to start calling who's going to be picking up the gold here.
Lee, see if you can get a comment from Sandro, the Germany team captain. He's just on the rail. See if you can get a comment from him.
I won't be
of course you haven't got a mic. Not possible. Not possible. I could call him into my booth.
You could call him into your booth. Yeah, that would make more sense. Yeah.
So guys, Sandro's just joining us for a moment, the non-playing captain of Team Germany. Sandro, how are you seeing this at the moment? It's hard to call it, but what's the mood in the camp like?
Yeah, just nervous, excited. You calculate all the points now. As you can see, like just nervous.
Well, there you go, guys. You're hearing it in Sandro's voice there. He is nervous. But you have to say, it feels like it's in your hands, albeit you haven't got a huge amount of chips out there. But you do have 2 players. They're on the one table. Mm-hmm. Are they going to play against each other? I mean, presumably not.
Of course not. I mean, the target of this event is to bring as much as possible players into the final table.
Yeah.
So it's not helpful when one player gives the chips to the other player. So it makes no sense.
Makes no sense. Perhaps the interesting point here, if we go to table 2, Wayne Parker, the England captain, is still in. Of course, England have a lot of points on the board, so you need to outlast him.
Yes, of course. But now, our guys, the German guys, don't have that much chips right now. So for now, they have to collect some more chips, and then because he's on the other table. So
yeah, can't. No point worrying, right?
Yeah. Not for now.
Yeah. So what type of reaction are you getting on your live stream? A lot of German players watching you guys. Very excited?
Oh, yeah. The chat is full everywhere on our stream as well. Everyone is watching and hoping. I can feel like they are sitting at home on the couch and just go.
There you go, guys. That gives you a sense of the anticipation from Team Germany. Big rail, and we're going to go over to Lee. We've got something happening here. Over to you, Lee.
Well, Naz is all in. He's asked for a count. So, and I've got an all in the call on the other table. Des, keep an eye on this one with Tobias. He's called. Hang on, we're going to watch this because this is Germany. This is Germany, so we're going to call this. It's Queen 10 for Tobias. He's made a call against Naz's Queen 7. It's the Queen 10 at risk. Queen 10 is Germany. Here we go.
So it's a 7 to knock Germany out. Oh, they're saying hold over here, Lee.
And it holds to double up for Tobias. He's over in the bar. I don't know whether you can see. Here he comes.
What, he's walked away?
Yeah, he walked away.
Yeah.
Seemed to me like he ran away, Lee. He went quickly.
There we go, right. I am going to fly to the other table, see what I miss over here. Dylan will fill me in. Oh, Dill, really? Oh. False alarm from Dylan. We're all good. We're all good.
We're all good. It's all calm. Let's get back to table Jen Mason with the two German players.
Yeah, they might play now. I'll double check you next. Yeah.
Wow.
So we're just going to get a count of. I'm just going to quickly double check with Simon. Simon, final table of 9. Yeah. So just we'd ask the question from a player whether it was a final table of 9. I'm just going to go back and confirm. Yes, Wayne, it's 9 final table. And whilst I watch that, Wayne Parker is all in.
Okay, let's go to table Wayne Parker. He's all in. This is critical for England. They have good points on the board. Wayne is all in. Let's see if he gets a call.
He's got through. So Northern Ireland folded. Eamon folded from the button and has a little chuckle to himself. Seb is in the small blind. Decision on him first. And once Seb's made a decision, Simao is in the big blind for Portugal. Doesn't like the look of that first card or that second one. No, not going to be. Not going to happen. Yeah. So Wayne Parker gets that through, and on we go. So curious to know what Sandro's take is on that on the call for Tobias. Did he like it?
Did you like that call, Sandro? Tobias, the call just there to double. Yeah, he likes it. He likes it, Lee. But I've got to be honest, he doesn't want to say too much. He's very nervous. He's a little bit jumpy.
Oh well, it's a shove. He shoved again with Queen 10, and Naz has got in there with Jack 7. It's the other way round. This one. It's Jack 7 at risk here.
So Jack 7 at risk. Call it,
and
Lee.
Jack on the turn. Jack on the turn is going to be a double up for Naz for Scotland through Tobias.
Wow, Naz
so as quickly as he hands him chips, he gets them back.
Wow, so a bit of an ock there.
Not in the best position now between both.
Yeah. So it's just not ideal, Lee. It's not a comfortable position.
The difficulty that the German players have got is they're up against a Portuguese, a Scottish player, and an American who are tipped up.
Yeah.
And are quite happy to play quite loose.
Yeah.
Really,
Yeah.
In all seriousness, they can afford to do that. So that's what they're doing.
So it's a bit of a minefield
Portugal still
playing
have
against chipped up players.
Yeah. So I've got a hand brewing on this other table here, Des. Eamon's raised it up to 40,000. Seb is all in. And Simao gets out of the way in the small blind. Dylan's in the big blind.
Yeah, good, mate, thank you.
He folds. I'm assuming Eamon's going to make up whatever he needs to make up here, but that means Poland are going to be all in. They do. Eamon's got pocket fours.
He makes the call.
Seb has got ace queen. It's ace queen at risk. And it's deuce jack 6 with a couple of spades. Ace of spades for Seb. Queen on the turn. And 3 on the river. And Seb is going to get a double up for Poland.
It's a double up. Germany need exits at this moment in time. As indeed do England.
Eamon, yeah. And the Polish rail rejoice. Look at them. That's rejoicing. Look at them. They're really, yeah. There we go.
Beside themselves with happiness. There we go.
We got there in the end. Yeah.
Lee, can Poland win a medal?
I'm not sure whether they can win a medal, but they're certainly in the mix. Naz is all in here.
Here we go. Naz all in again. He's creating havoc on this table, Lee.
Peter is used a time bank, so he's having to think about this.
He is having to think about it. Time bank in play.
And folds in the end. And Paris goes queen 4. Naz is having a lot of fun there, I think, Des, on that table.
He's experienced.
Yeah.
He's just taking advantage of the situations, getting them in.
He's enjoying, looking to get points. Because at the end of the day, there's also individual points. So the top 9 in this will get Player of the Series points. So these guys are actually playing for the chance of actually picking up some points towards Player of the Series. So they do have something to play for those that are here for the rest of the week.
And of course, a lot of the international players, Lee, will go on to play, a ton of other events at the WCOAP, try and secure bracelets there. Of course, there are 4 bracelets to be won tonight. Gold medals, silver medals, bronze medals. All to come, guys.
Cool. Well, I'm sure you want to let Sandro get back to railing his team with 2 players out. So it'll be interesting to see what he has to say about.
I don't think he wants to move, Lee.
He's staying there watching the screen.
I think he's quite enjoying just being away from it for a moment. The pressure cooker is over there. Serenity, calm over here. So, guys, lots
for those
of you
just tuning in, go on. I was going to say, you carry on, Des. Go.
Yeah, lots of you guys tuning in. We've got Hutapasu, Yanni is there as well. Karen Yates has just joined. Barry Cullen, Daniel Henderson. Say hello in the chat box, guys. Let us know who you're calling for. And we will pass your message of support on. We've got a hand brewing here, Lee.
I'm not sure about brewing. They've checked on the flop of Jack 3-7. It's Peter Piper for Germany against Jen Mason for the USA. King on the turn. And Peter bets out 20,000, and Jen very quickly makes a very professional fold.
Chips make their way to Munich.
Blinds, blinds go up. We're now at 10,000, 20,000. Level 15. Wayne Parker's all in. Dylan's all in with Jack 8. Wayne Parker's got A6. It's Dylan at risk. 7-8 King is the flop. Jack on the turn and 6 on the river. And Dylan's going to get a double up through the English skipper.
Wow.
And my German's not great, but I think they're saying that's good for Germany. They're quite happy.
It's sehr gut.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah. It's good for Germany. That is good for Germany.
Sandro's making his way back to his teammates, Lee.
And talking about Germany, Tobias is. There's been a raise. No, it hasn't been a raise. Under the gun, Tobias is all in, and Naz fold. I'm going to imagine I will be gobsmacked if Peter folds the edge. Jen gets out of the way. Actually, they all do. So with Tobias under the gun shove gets through, and we'll move on to the next hand. Getting very tight here, Des. We're going to play down to a 9-handed final table. So 2 more busts out, and we will be on a final table. But none of this is decided. I mean, for those of you just tuning in, let me wander over to the leaderboard and give you a quick update where things are. As you can see from that, you look at it now. Normally by now, with maybe I don't know,
we know stuff by now.
10, 11 players left. Yeah, we normally know something by now. What's going on. You can look at those. Nobody yet has got a minimum higher than the maxes of any of those at the top of the table. So it's not going to be far off. It's not too far off before England can't be caught by the likes of Wales and Ireland, which kind of then starts looking at England being maybe tying up a medal there, perhaps. But yeah, you wouldn't want to call this at the moment. Those top 5 still fighting for the medal. It's very much Germany's to lose now for the gold, I think, is where we stand. But hey, that's not to say that the gold is not in the sights of England and Portugal.
Absolutely.
I mean, Portugal, it could well be. Portugal's 187 max. It could be enough. That could be enough to actually to do it for them.
You're not going to thank me for this. Richard Shorten is asking in the chat box, can Wales get a medal?
Yes, they can, but it's going to require Dylan winning it and a number of others busting pretty quick.
Yeah.
What you really need is they need the likes of Poland. They need likes of Poland, USA, Scotland, Northern Ireland to go super deep in this with them, and the others to all bust.
Something's happening on table 1.
Naz is out. We've lost, and now, as I said, what I said needs to happen isn't going to happen because Naz has just busted Scotland. Jen Mason busts Naz in 11th place, and we're down to 10. I'm going to very quickly fist bump Chris Bean on the right to say hi to him because he's been wanting to stop and say hello to me, so I've done that. Saw Chris on the show a couple of weeks ago, back from Vegas. Great to see him. He's playing poker days. He's actually playing poker.
Love it.
Love it. To see.
Looking resplendent in a skull top, Lee. He's wearing a skull shirt.
So I'm flying over. I've got to update Naz, but I've got an all in the call, and it is 8 versus ace 9, and it's Dylan with the 8th, I think, and Seb with the ace 9. I'm going to go for. That's my guess on this. And the 8s are going to hold, and I think that could mean we're going to lose Seb in 10th place. So I've got to do Naz in 11 and then Seb in 10th, I think, if I've got that right. Yeah, and we're now going to be on the final table test. So over to you for a second. Let me update this.
Yeah, you work away,
You can talk this through. I'll work this. Simon's sorting out for a final table. I don't know how much of a break we're going to have, Des, but you chat for a minute whilst I update these and get the leaderboard updated, and we'll work out how quickly we're going to be for final table.
Absolutely. Well, we'll give you the latest position as soon as we can, guys. I think we're a couple of minutes away. And I look at the Germans on the sideline here on the rail. There's a little bit of fist bumping going along. They're happy to get 2 players to that final table. They're going to have to continue to go on. Wayne Park is still in, and England still in the mix. But you have to say there's some glee in German eyes, and I believe they have a huge rail coming out of Germany. So Lee, what's the latest?
So we are final. Yeah, we're just going to final table now. So I'll go over to the leaderboard. Des. We are final table, and we're going to have to just talk on this middle table. So you're just going to need to just flip some cameras around for this, ready for this final table. I will go over to the leader. Come over to my camera. I'll get on the leaderboard for you, and I'll talk you through that whilst you're having a look at those.
Great. I'll pass it over to you, Lee.
And I'm stood next to Sandro, so I'll let Sandro do his little bit of camera first, and then I'll jump in once he look. We'll watch Sandro doing his bit first.
Don't touch him, but if you look at those 2 screens,
just give me a heads up whether they're... Captain is just talking to his live stream. What's going on? And once he's done, I'll jump into the leaderboard. And, he doesn't do pointing. Look, he does pointing stuff as well. I should do pointing stuff. I might do that. Yeah. Danny Strange there on his first drink of the day. Yeah. Cool, excellent. Right, let me jump in now. Sandro's done. Right, so this is where we're at now. Let's see if we can work out what's going on. That couple of bust downs hasn't really changed anything yet because of the players that are now on the final table. But basically, our final table is going to be made up of 2 players from Germany, 1 from England, 2 from Portugal, 1 from Wales, 1 from Ireland, 1 from the USA, and 1 from Northern Ireland. They're going to make up the final table of 9. And as you can see, so let's see who's got it's England at the moment that have got the most locked up. 171 is their minimum score at the moment. But 171 at the moment still doesn't beat the maximum that Ireland can get, Wales can get, Portugal can get, Germany can get. So those 5 teams at the top all still possibly in with a shout of a medal. They can't all win, and I would suggest probably the next 2 or 3 bust outs on this final table are going to make a massive difference to it. But that's where we're at. The Welsh guys are chatting. Rich is explaining to Dylan that, you know what, you could still do this. way this exits has dropped, it's still in with a shout, these guys. Yeah.
He's wonderful.
And
And honestly, not sexy, but wonderful.
Can you zoom in a bit?
Rich is saying Dylan's a wonderful human being, not sexy, just oh I am. I'm sure not me, that's for sure. So that's where we're at. So we're now down to the final 9. So let me just show you the points now, where these guys get points. So 9th place is going to pick up 20 points. Then we're going to go 22, 25, 28, 32, 36, 40, 45, 50 points up top. We're just going to set up this final table, and we won't be too far away. Hopefully Des is back with me to tell me what the plan is. Are we cracking straight in with the final table, Des?
I think what we're doing, Lee, is we're going to take about a 10-minute break. So I'm going to program this in for 8 minutes. I'll put a little clock up on the screen. We'll go to the final table, which is being set up as we speak. And let's give it about 7.5 or so minutes, guys, and we should see the players back to take this thing to the end. We'll just go on that silent in the interim and leave that So welcome back to DTD, guys. We're just awaiting the final table of players to join. Tobias Kruger will be in seat 1, Walter Pereira in 2, Gerard Shields in 3, Semau will be in 4, Jen Mason in 5, Eamon Connolly in 6, Dylan Herbert of Wales in 7, Wayne Parker of England in 8, and Peter Wagner of Germany in 9. So Germany in seat 1 and seat 9, England in seat 8. So both of the German players will get to see what Wayne Parker is doing in this game. And as Lee said a short while ago, this could not be closer. 4 countries, we think, still very much in the running here for medals and other title. 5 countries, in fact. And we'll go through the leaderboard again when we get the players back for the final table. But 5 in the running. Incredible stuff as we're down to 9. So the players will be coming in shortly. We can see our dealer is sat. And the players coming back in now. So let us know in the chat box, guys, who are you calling for? Who's going to win? Stay 40 says, hi all, sorry, late to the show. I've been playing pub poker tonight.
A non-Facebook link for the live stream.
Amanda Smith says, love Di Farrell winning Gareth Howard. Indeed.
Twitch.tv/poker.
Twitch.tv/poker.
Just reposition that camera.
So you got YouTube.
That's YouTube,
We got YouTube on there, mate. All right. Okay.
When you get kicked off, would you just like share the stream in the APAC group?
And that's what I was second place.
That's right. 8, 6, and 6, 12, 20, yeah. So if it goes to 10 back, you're
Die unterhalten sich zwischendurch, Fotos einblenden mit dem Fingertipp, Kommentare einblenden.
Don't talk too close to the players when there's action, so don't get standing stuff. Other than that, just be careful if you're
So just awaiting the shuffle up and deal here, guys. Okay, and we're just dealing here for presumably the button. Here we go. Just going to sit in seat 1 with Tobias Kruger.
Right then, Des. Here we go.
Let's do it, Lee. Let's bring it home.
Here we go. A very cosy 9 players at this final table. We first time we've had 9 at a table. We've been 6-handed and 8-handed for most of this this tournament. So for those of you that were tuned in just before the break, I kind of explained where the situation is here, and it is very much Germany top of the table, but 5 countries in the mix. Portugal in seats 2 and 4.
Yeah, so that is Walter Pereira and Simão, who took a silver in the main event last year.
So the players we're not focusing on here, because everyone's is important on this final table. But as we've got an all-in from Germany. I think that's going to get through, and it does. So first hand picked up points for chip, should I say, for Germany from Tobias. So so the players to watch out for here, very much is obviously the 2 German players. They're either side of the dealer. So Tobias is in seat 1, and Peter is in seat 9. They're in the mix for medals, very much so. The 2 Portuguese players, Walter in seat 2 and Simão in seat 4. In the mix for medals, Eamon Connolly for Ireland. In with the medal chance for Ireland. Dylan Herbert for Wales. In with the chance for the medals. And English skipper Wayne Parker in with a shout. Eamon is all in. Under the gun +1, folds round, Dylan folds, out goes Wayne, Peter folds, and Tobias folds. It feels like I'm having a conversation with Tom here.
What night is Thursday? All night by the
and Tobias has asked for a count. So Eamon is all in here, Dave, and Tobias has asked for a count.
Oh, that's a huge decision.
Now.
Yeah, you probably just need to approve it, mate, and then that's it.
Ingos lines up his time bank cards there.
Do we still bring some medals to tease people even though we're forward? It's a bit mean.
So big decision here on Tobias.
Yeah, and he's still got both Portuguese players and Northern Ireland player to get through yet.
Yeah.
So this isn't, it's a big decision.
Yeah, he won't be using these time cards lightly either, Lee.
No, so he's got Walter, Gus, and Simão still to the after this, and he eventually folds after using a couple of time banks. Walter very quickly folds. Gus in the small blind.
So
I'm all in.
Gus
He's
is
all
going
in.
to call. He's all in.
So Simão, decision for him in the big blind. He's having a look down. I'm not sure whether he wants to see anything good or not. But
like
he
he's
doesn't.
letting it go.
So Eamon has got pocket 6s and Gus has got pocket 10s. It's going to be the pocket 10s at risk here, though. See if I can get in over the top there for you. How's that?
Super, brilliantly. Thank you.
3 ace queen, 9 on the turn, and an
6
ace on the river, and it's going to be a double up for Eamon. I can't decide whether that's a happy German player or not. They're chatting to his rail. I can't decide. He didn't look overly happy to see that. German live stream's gone over to have a chat, so I've hopefully got told what he has. We'll leave everyone else to guess that. But double up for Eamon, very much needed, and say Ireland in the hunt for a medal here, Des. So
they are indeed.
Good start for them.
But it will be lovely to see Lee.
But unfortunately, still got chips though. Still got a decent stack there. So as Gus gets the double up through Eamon. And on we go. So Samau in the small blind, again Mason in the big blind, Eamon folds, that's with Dylan. Wayne Parker for England gets out of the way. Peter Wagner for Germany has a look down at those cards. And he folds. Tobias to the other side of the dealer.
Oh, he's having a think here, Lee.
He folds as well. Volta gets out of the way. He's got with his new chips, new Northern Ireland chips over there from the bottom.
Tris is just saying there, Lee, both Germans with position on Wayne is horrid, to be honest. So, of course, Tris talking from an English point of view.
Yeah, I think what you've got to appreciate here is this is not one country against another country here. There's five of them in the mix, and if you kind of turn your attention away from or focus too much on one particular battle, I mean the argument for Wayne is he's got the two Germans to his left. He's then got Portuguese as well. He's got Dylan to his right on a countback situation. Both Wales and England have got 5 sit-and-go wins from the past 2 days. 4 sit-and-go wins. So they're top of that leader. So on any countback, they're going to beat any other country, the two of them. But actually, Wales will outdo England on the countback because they got 1 second to England's 0.
Wow.
So the way it looked is Wales, if they come up against anybody in a tie here, will win on countback. England will beat anybody other than Wales on the countback. And hey, we could end up in that position, couldn't we, at the end of all of this?
Bloody hell, Lee. Can't we not just do penalties?
Will be easier. It might be easier. But I think we all know who'd win.
So the drama is very real here, guys. There's a huge rail Lee can show you just behind the players. You can see them there. Just watching on. Everybody's trying to do the maths, Lee. Nobody fully appreciates how this thing's going to finish.
Definitely not, but Wayne Parker scoops up some chips there in that hand, raises, I think he was under the gun, +1 there, and got that through, and on we go. So England scooping up some chips.
So Simon says, playoff heads up, sit and goes. Of course, we've done that before in the past. That has been done, but no, as per last year, any draw for positions, medal positions, that is, will be determined by a countback on sit and go performances. And Lee's just summarised how that would go. So Wales would top that, England would be second.
And there were 20 sit and goes in total, Des, that have been played in the last 2 days, which is, I think, is plenty of kind of a variance, I suppose, for teams. So they, I think they had, they played 6 on the first day and 4 on the second. So that's 10 per team. So I think that's plenty. Walter is all in for Portugal. And Gus folds, as does Simao, as does Jen, as does Eamon. Dylan in the big blind, he gets out the way as well. So Portugal picking up the blinds and antes there.
Thank you very much. So behind us at the moment here at DTD, guys, the WCOAP RAS Championship going on, the Six Max Championship. We also have a crazy Pineapple Championship going on. Lots of events taking place over the next couple of days. We are here till Monday.
Whilst this one's fun, let me show you this. We're down to the final of the
brilliant.
match. Let me just quickly pop over to me very, very briefly.
There we go.
I'll just show you. This is what we've got going on. So Will, the delightful Will, is TDing this one for us.
There he is.
These 4 players remaining, so you can see the bracelet and the medals there. I've got the back of them. They're there we go. Oh look, Will's
look
gonna
at
do
that.
He's previously worked at QVC. He's honestly
That's
very
what it's all about.
Yeah. That's what they're playing. There we go. So those guys are playing out for that over here. But of course, focus at the moment is on this team event. But we're going to be dishing out not only the bracelets for this team event, but 3 more events will get presented today before the end of business.
Absolutely.
And then we'll do it all again tomorrow, Des. We'll do it all again tomorrow. And it's only going to get busy at the weekend. We said it a lot on the stream yesterday, and I'll repeat it now. If you can get on Lux on Pay and get yourself bought into what you want to play, I strongly recommend doing that. The club have been brilliant so far. We pretty much have maxed out both days as far as table to dealers go. But if it's something you're travelling for, and just can get on Lux on Pay and get yourself done in advance. Wayne Parker is all in. Raised from Jen Mason in the cutoff, and Wayne from the big blind has shoved all in, and Jen decides to fold in the end, and so England scoop up some more tips. Some I'd say aggressive play there, Ted, but but Wayne's not messing about here. He's showing strength and going to kind of commit his chips in the middle, not clinging on here, looking to go for the win, put England in the best possible position of picking up a medal.
Yeah, I just go back to what a great team event Wayne has had as captain of England, and I don't think he's too much to lose here. Ironically, Lee, yes, he could lose the title, but in reality, he's the last remaining English player. He basically has to remain aggressive. He has to go for the win. So there would be no shame in exiting under those circumstances. But it doesn't look like that's going to happen anytime soon.
No, not at the moment. It's quite fun watching the rest of the German team are vlogging, watching phones. I mean, if you come to meet quickly, this is on the next table for the there's the German skipper and one of the other players just sat attached to their phones there.
Look, Lee,
and of course, and the rail is just is going on as Eamon is all in, and Wayne's made the call. Wayne's got King Jack. It's 5 deuce for Eamon. It's the 5 deuce that's at risk here. And King in the window, but there's clubs there, and gets the flush on the turn, and it's going to be a flush. Is going to play.
Can I say, come on, Ireland, Lee? Can I?
There. Yeah, Eamon gets there on the turn for the flush.
That, as they say
and unfortunately,
in that part of the world, is a premium holding, Lee. What does that do for Wayne? What is his stat like?
Yabba dabba do 5-2, says Eamon. These ones super chips, still with a decent stack there. But I think the call from Wayne there with the King Jack suggests, he's here to kind of gamble a bit, and it feels that way anyway. I don't know what you make of that.
Well, there's the other part of it that Eamon obviously, a lot shorter, has been making some moves, presumably. Wayne might genuinely have thought he was pretty well ahead there, as he was.
Yeah, he was, and Eamon managed to get there with the flush. And they're both teams are in the hunt for medals. So. I've just looked out the front doors, Des. It's dark outside. I don't know whether you knew that. It is dark outside.
Lee, I don't even know what day it is. Never mind what time of day it is.
I just looked at my watch to go, oh wait, it's actually midnight. I didn't
Is it?
realise. Yeah.
I thought it was about 8 p.m., Lee. If I'm honest with you, 7 p.m., 8 p.m. Have we eaten yet today, Lee?
I don't remember. I genuinely don't.
Did we have
remember.
food, Tom?
Peter
Did we?
is. Peter
Even Tom's
is
looking at
all
me
in.
quizzically here. He can't remember whether we had food or not today.
So it folded round to Peter in the small blind, and he shoved all in against his teammate Tobias in the big.
Did he?
Tobias had 10 deuce, so was never going to call. But let's be honest, he was never going to call anyway, was he? Good.
One assumes not.
So quick change of dealer on this final table, and we'll be on again.
These are based on being the next person out. So every time
I'm listening in my ear, can hear Richard Rudling-Smith explaining to everybody at the leaderboard.
It's amazing. He's explaining how Wales could still win
I don't
this.
know how I'm assuming if I'm hearing that in my ear, you can hear that at home as well. It's quite
it's coming
interesting.
through my microphone. I'm stood a mere 10 feet away from him. It's coming through my microphone, through your ear, into houses across Europe.
Oh, Warren Brooks has got involved now as well. Chris Bean is there as well. Ace is there. They're all pointing at the leaderboard and explaining what's going on. So, love it. So on we go anyway. So it's Tobias in the small blind here, Baltimore in the big blind. Gus has folded. So now raised from Jen Mason. She's made it 50,000. No, it can't be 50,000. Actually, the blinds have gone up unless they've just gone up. They might have just gone up to that. So min raise from Jen. Amy folds. It's a shove from Wayne Parker. Peter folds, just the blind, and then we're back round to the original raise again. Mason. Let's see what the bias folds. So what's Jen going to do? Jen's not going to look this time. He's going to make a call this time.
Oh, here we go.
It's ace 9 for Jen. It is ace queen for Wayne. It's the ace queen at risk for England. Jack deuce deuce. 8 on the turn.
Whoa, 9.
And 5 on the river. And the Queen kicker will play. And England will get a double up through the USA.
Wow. The Germans aren't going to like that, Lee. Paul Mack watching on Twitch. Come on, you Wales. Yeah. Trish said, Lee, to you, I mentioned Seth playing online. It's white top on the 6 max table. And Jimmy Jackson watching in on YouTube. Big Eamon is a legend in the game. Indeed he is.
Absolutely. Obviously, Jen doubling up, Wayne, USA doubling up England. That's just continuing the long-standing friendly relationship that the two countries have.
It's a special relationship, Lee.
It is a very special relationship. And funny if David Kingswell just called exactly that from the rail as well. So.
There we go. Yup. I'll tell you what, when I see his T-shirt, when he's wearing a hoodie, Lee, it's quite an aggressive message. It just goes, you.
You.
I mean, I want to look away straight away.
So, Samau is all in under the gun here, and Jen's folded, Eamon's folded, Dylan's folded, Wayne has folded, as has Peter. Tobias is on the button. Decision on him. He folds. I can't see his Portuguese teammate calling the small blind. So Gus in the big blind for Northern Ireland. What's he going to do? And he's going to call. This could be a big decision for Portugal here. It's ace 7 for Samau. It's pocket 8 for Gus. The ace 7 is at risk. Here comes the flop. 5, king, 4, jack on the turn. It's going to need to be an ace and only an ace. It's not there. It's a 3 on the river. We're going to lose them out in first player to exit our final table. Yeah, the Portuguese players having a chat. You can see skipper Bruno on the rail there. They're having a discussion about it now. But Gus adds to his stack, and we're going to lose them out in 9th place.
Great effort by the Portuguese player hitting the final table here, but no joy. So, guys, we'll take you to the leaderboard in just a moment. We'll see what that does.
Right, whilst they're quickly dealing in the next hand, let me scoot over, see if I can give you a quick
Let's do that,
update
Lee.
on what that's going to do. So that really takes Portugal out of the equation now, down to one player left on this final table. So that's pretty much them out of the mix now, because their maximum score now, 142, is already beaten by Ireland, Romania, Wales, England, Germany. So that's not going to make a lot of difference to them. England now are really closing in on a medal. 173 is their minimum score. They can only now be beaten by Ireland, Wales, and Germany. Can't see both Wales and Ireland doing that, because both of them to get their maximums would mean that they basically both
beat each other.
need to win in this thing, and they can't do that. So I think pretty much that's going to secure England a medal now at this event. Based on that, although the maximums are still there, it's impossible for both Wales and Ireland to score their maximum. So Tom Brady is nodding alongside me, so we can confirm England are definitely going to pick up a medal here. Oh, hang on, no, we're good. That's guaranteed. So that I can call that one. I'm pretty comfortable with that. I'm going to let England skipper know that. Wayne, that's a medal locked up. You can still be beaten technically by 3 teams, but they both can't win it. So yeah. So all in the call, and it's pocket aces for Gus against the Queen 6 for Jen Mason. And I think pretty much, I was about to say, I think that's pretty much Jen Mason going to hit it on the river, was exactly what I was going to say. That was exactly the word that was about to come on now. Wow. Queen 6 up against aces, and I think you've got that board okay there, Des.
Yeah.
5, 8, 9, 3, and then the 7 on the river. Jen knew it. Look, that's the face of a calm player that knew what was coming. Yeah.
That's not what I'm seeing, Lee.
So I've let Wayne know that where the situation is, and so they're very happy with that news.
Jen Mason for president, Lee.
But still all very much to play for here. But this is only going to take a couple of exits, and all of a sudden this is going to wrap itself up, I think, guys, in who's going to finish where here. We're at a point now where those exits make such a massive difference to finishing positions.
Oh, no. Lee's covering it. Lee, can you give us any sense of chip stacks in terms of either small average or large, as it were?
I would suggest that Wayne Parker is probably chip leader at this final table now. Say Jen is probably second in chips, not closely followed by Dylan Herbert for Wales. But the rest of them are all fairly similar, to be honest. So Walter is all in. He's got Gus to get through. Got Jen to get through. Eamon. No, Eamon's not fancying that. Eamon didn't have the 5 deuce this time, so well done. Eamon said, "I had 5 ace. The ace is no use, so he wasn't gonna play that one." So.
Simon Lawler, come on England, go for gold. Steve Folty, where is Carrie Hollick now?
It's great. I'm looking over at the bar and I'm watching Michelle Gascoigne's over there chatting to. I didn't think I'd ever hear myself say, chatting to Ben Young and Rich Offless, 2 previous APAC champions from back in the day. That's what this week has been like so far, Dave. Seeing lots of old faces back playing again. Faces that certainly have got older. That's for sure. Since we maybe last saw them at an APAC event, but fantastic to see the guys back playing and all catching up. Like Carey's on the rail. I can see Carey there, stood next to Rob Polworth, and JP is on that rail as well. Di is on their way over. So I don't know whether Di even realises yet. They might not even know what the situation is.
To be honest, Lee,
Wayne
I've
is,
looked at the
Wayne is
leaderboard.
sat on the table, so yeah.
I've looked at the leaderboard for several hours. I have no idea where this is.
You're supposed to be the one doing that because you've got it next to you. That's the idea.
A little worrying that. Kerry was sporting a US flag around her shoulders. Does she still have that, Lee?
She does.
She does?
Yeah.
Supporting
So
Jen, of
Peter
course,
is-
her team captain.
Peter is all in, under the gun +1, and it's folded round so far to Eamon in the small blind. And Eamon's asking for a count.
Come on,
I
Eamon.
think. Eamon is asking for a count.
So you've only got one player now. Yeah. But we've lost one now. And yes, so 92 points when you have.
Will Dylan to go in the big blind.
We've definitely had 92. 100%. Yeah.
Oh, he's going to play a time bank card. Decision to make here. So Ireland currently sat on 147 points, minimum. Wales on 148. England sat on 173 currently, with Germany on 162. The Germans, of course, have an additional player in. It's like a wild card. And they can outscore England by 9 points at the moment if they max out. Simon Trumper is coming over. You want to come and sit with me for a minute, Simon?
I'm in the Raz final.
Oh, you're in the Raz final. Brilliant. There you go. Legend of DTD, Simon Trumper in the Raz final. He had a great performance, the WCOAP as well. I think enjoying the mixed game, Simon.
Yeah, very much.
Very much so. We're in a very intense situation here in the World Amateur Team Championship. 5 countries still in with a shot of winning something. To be determined what exactly Lee's just working the leaderboard for us at the moment. A bunch of you out there, who are you calling for? Let us know. So Wayne Parker of England, the last remaining player for England, still in, still leading in terms of points on the board. But Germany have an additional player in. They are sat in seat 1 and seat 9. They have position on Wayne. And this thing is playing out as we expected. Rather cagey start to this final table. And it would seem to be between England and Germany, perhaps with Wales still, possibly even Ireland, with an outside chance of certainly a medal. I think Wayne Parker is putting some chips in there.
Tom, we good, yeah?
You see a fold from his opponents, and Wayne takes that pot down. Lee is back with us, having done a little bit of spreadsheeting.
Yeah, we just had a little glitch just as the Portuguese player busted in 9th place. So we've resolved that now because their points hadn't gone on the leaderboard. So that's now corrected. So doesn't affect anything as far as what we said about the medals with England. Just finishes where Portugal are likely to finish on the leaderboard, does really.
Absolutely. So guys, max points. Right, we've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 players left. Germany could score a maximum of 210. England can score a maximum of 201. Wales can score 176. Ireland 175. Portugal 162 and USA 153. Germany, of course, have 2 players in. So at a point shortly, Wayne Parker needs to see some German exits. He would like to see at least one German player exit shortly.
There's it. Folded all the way round on the button. Germany in the small blind, Germany in the big blind. But guess what Wayne did?
He shoved him in, Lee.
Raised it up nice and big. Raised it up nice and big. And they both folded.
That's the second time he's done that. Consecutive hands. Putting pressure on the Germans.
On we go. I'll just watch this hand, Des, and I'll nip back to the leaderboard for anyone that's just kind of joining the stream so you can see where we're at.
Okay.
But meanwhile, Jen Mason is all in from under the gun +1. Eamon folds, Dylan folds, Wayne folds. We've got Germany on the bottom of Peter, he folds. Tobias from the small blind for Germany. He's going to fold, as does Alpha Portugal, so Jen gets that one through. Let me quickly nip back over to the leaderboard so you can have a look. Anyone that's just tuning in where we're at. So this is the situation. And as you can see, England with 173 minimum. They can be beaten by Ireland, Wales and Germany, but it's impossible for them to be beaten by both Wales and Ireland. So England are therefore guaranteed a medal at the moment. I think possibly it's not going to be long for Germany going to be locked up with a medal as well. Obviously, they were a few points behind, but another exit, which is not a German exit, obviously they get to kind of double the benefit for a player busting in the points jump days. So that's where it's going to be a massive difference for them. But yeah, for those joining England, are guaranteed a medal of some colour, and still possibly it could be gold. Germany need to hang on there with these two players. They lose one now.
Smashes it. Absolutely smashes it. Lee, the other thing to note there, Wales ahead of Ireland by a single point, a solitary point. So as long as Dylan stays in beyond Eamon, then Wales likely to medal as well. Similarly, Eamon looking to outlast Dylan. There's all sorts of battles going on here.
Excellent. Yeah, that's pretty much where it's at.
So I assume you're all clear out there now.
We've had some close calls. We've had some close calls which have gone down to two teams. You don't know which one is going to do what. But I don't think you've had a situation where you've still got that many teams on the final table. And nothing's really decided yet as to who's going to go. We've normally got one of the medals locked up by now, kind of thing. We're not anywhere near that at the moment.
Yeah, this could easily go down to the final 2 or 3 players here on this final table, Lee. Listen, a super important message from the chat box. Can you tell Di that Amanda Malvern will see you soon? Tell her that Amanda Smith is watching. You can.
I'm not sure where Di is. Let me see if I can find her.
She's on the rail, my friend.
On the rail. Yeah.
There she is.
I don't even know whether Di knows that. I don't even know whether Di knows she got a medal.
I'll go and tell her. Let's get a reaction.
Did you know? Yeah, I think she knows. Yeah. Yeah, she knows. Yeah,
she knows.
She knows. No, she knows. Yeah, she knows. Yeah, she knows. She knows. It's like London buses. Yeah, you don't get anything for years, and also APAC medals just keep coming along for Di Farrell. So
if you could tell that wee man in the blue hoodie there to stop touching the England player, please. It didn't work out for the Spanish football man. It's not going to work out here.
Look, Eamon's now switching hats with Jen. Love it.
That's brilliant.
And for anyone who wants to know, that's what Eamon looks like without the hat.
Oh,
look,
he's a big head, Lee.
Yeah, that's a rare sight. Yeah, that's a rare sight at a poker table. So on we go. So it is Gus on the button this time, which means it's Jen in the small blind, Eamon in the big blind. Dylan's first to fold, then Wayne after folds. And Peter is going to fold as well. We go around to his teammate Tobias in seat 1. He's going to fold. Walter for Portugal is all in. So Gus on the button. What's he going to do?
Oh, this is huge.
He folds. So the blinds to get through. Jen folds very quickly, and decision on Eamon. So fold for Eamon. I am going to very quickly, Des. To the
Go.
I'm just going to watch this. I'm just going to watch his hand, Des, and I'm going to quickly scoot up to the round table.
Super Lee.
And show you who we've got on the final table up there. Let's just see what happens to this one first. It's Eamon small blind, Dylan the big blind, Wayne fold under the gun. Pete's out the way as well, and let's see what Tobias is going to do this time. He's going to fold out as Walter. Round we go to Gus for Northern Ireland. I'm going to look at them a few times now. He's all in. Jen folds for USA. Eamon small blind. Dylan the big blind. So Gus is going to get that one through. So whilst that's happening, let me scoot up to the round.
You go for it,
Tom's
Lee. Tell me.
Lead the way and show me where it is.
Tell me when you arrive, and I will switch to you.
Yeah, I'm in. We're up in here, right? I can get into the rail here and show you it. Right.
Final table of the Raz, guys. There you go, Lee.
So this is the Raz final table. Simon Brook over there. Simon Crumper over there. Looking for more medals. Peter Thorpe already picked up a medal this week so far. Is there? We've got Stefan Roda over that side as well, sporting a very nice hoodie. Love that hoodie. Available in all good merchandise stores at Dusk Till Dawn. There we go. So that's the run. And of course, we should give a shout out to who's dealing the Raz. I'd say evening. Yeah, still evening technically. Yeah. So yeah, wishes he was playing, but he's dealing.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Loves the mixed games.
And keep with me because I'm going to very quickly. Well, hopefully, I'm not missing anything over there. They're in the medals now in the 6 minutes. Will's still here. He doesn't leave this place, honestly. He's permanently here. So these guys are our medals. I recognise this man. He's played once or twice at Dusk Till Dawn, I think, in his career. Yeah, maybe. So there we go. So that's our 3 medalists that are playing in the 6 match. I'm going to scoot back down.
Fantastic.
And we'll get all the way down.
Don't fall, Lee.
To the team. No, we're good. I am insured, yeah? Just so I know, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I get back to here to watch Peter Wagner with his chips all in the middle, and he's got that one through, by the way. So chips for Germany. And we're back in the room, Dave. Back in the room,
Lee. How's your step count been over the last couple of days?
Yeah, I might have just done a hammy. I might have just pulled a hammy. Yeah.
He's pulled a hammy. You're gonna have to go and
look at this rail, though, Des. Look, seriously. It goes as far as Danny Strange, yeah, over the one side, and look all the way along, all along the rail.
I'll tell you what, Lee.
All the way we go. With
a couple of exceptions, that's the worst looking rail I've ever seen, Lee.
Yeah. Honestly,
a couple of exceptions, a couple of roses amongst a lot of thorns.
And me and the German blogger, we feel like there's some sort of thing on scripty going away. We kind of dodge in and around each other. It's kind of like it's quite impressive.
Lee, you just tell him we have more cameras.
The double gimbal will be good to go.
Just point out those other cameras that we've got, Lee.
And look, it's just naturally, look, Chris Bean, he's on the rail with a pen and a piece of paper,
Dear God.
Yeah, it's like the man is like, it's like a busman's holiday for this guy, honestly.
Look at the state of that shirt,
He's doing
Lee.
updates now, yeah.
It's like the London dungeons.
Shirt, isn't it? Yeah.
It's like the catacombs in Paris.
He can't help himself. He's been updating at the World Series for the whole summer, and he's come back to play some poker, and look, he's just updating. You've got to love it.
Good lad, good lad.
Friend Chris working for Poker News all summer at the World Series. And that is an impressive shirt. You are quite right.
Oh,
he
dear
is
God.
rocking a very impressive shirt. Yeah. So round we go. It's going to be German versus German in the blinds, and this time Peter gives Tobias a walk, which is perfectly understandable. I think he raised him up last time, so to be honest, it's
Understandably.
understandable.
I'm
not sure whether I'm not sure whether this is celebratory beer from the German live stream here. I mean, what's that?
Should be in some form of steam, surely. Was machten Sie trinken, Herr?
This is what it's like. They're getting served beers. This is great.
Oh, ich mag das.
He said,
Very nice.
what I like in England is the glass is full. Yeah, that's good. So we don't shortchange with the beer in this country, that's for sure. Gus is all in from under the gun. So Jen's folded next to act. Ames gets out the way. Dylan been very quiet on this final table. He's folded, as is Wen, and as does Peter. So we've got Tobias and Walter to go. And Gus gets that one through, Des.
Gus is doing a fabulous job for Northern Ireland. The first time that this particular Northern Irish team has been together, and here at DTD, they've had a cracking couple of days. They've done the country proud. And this is the icing on the cake for Gus to be, here at this final table, playing some great poker. I can see Gerard Harahy is in the chat box. Gerard, of course, played for Northern Ireland in this very event, going back probably 10, 11, 12 years ago. He was a wee lad at the time. Good to see you in the chat box, Mr. H. Oh, what a man. What a man. Chris Bean. Do you know what he was doing, Lee? He's actually he's done the chip counts.
No, he was doing chip counts. He was doing chip counts for you.
Well, I tell you what, look, I'm not going to take the credit for this. Chris, come over here, please. Look, here you go, sir. Here's your little note. Why don't you tell our viewership what the players have?
C1, Germany, 250,000. Portugal, 265,000. Northern Ireland, 315,000. USA, 470,000. Ireland, 275,000. Wales, 120,000. England, 630,000 and the chip leader. And Germany, 175,000.
Fantastic. So there you go, England, the current chip leader. Nice job, Chris Bean. I'm shaking his hand. Chris can come and help us anytime, but I'm not sure we can afford those Poker News wages, Lee.
Definitely not. That folks, is what that folks.
Big wages and food. We can't do it, Lee.
That's all I'm going to say. Yeah. Definitely not. We've only got a small budget for spicy chicken pasta, Des. Yeah.
It's I have a much smaller budget than you, Lee. Oh dear God.
Your budget's just a medium, yeah?
Yeah. Dan Austin is presenting himself to Europe. It's almost like a Trump commercial.
Seriously, Dan is on the. Yeah.
He's on the wire to Germany, Lee. Batten down the hatches. This could be bad news for diplomacy. I know it could.
So Peter is all in.
Okay. Serious business here.
Tobias always does the right thing. Tobias is all in. Wow.
Oh, hello.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow. Has that really just happened?
Yeah, those chips are in the middle, Lee.
That just happened. What?
This is a game changer if he loses this.
So the German one is looking as strange as I am at this. Peter's got ace 10. It's ace king for Tobias.
Well, you've got to do it. 3 outs. 3 outs, Lee.
Well, he's about to bust his teammate.
Oh, what?
And yeah,
What?
I'm in shock. Wayne Parker's shaking his head.
I didn't know he was. I didn't know he was up against his teammate, Lee.
Germany versus Germany. Peter's shoved, and Tobias has made the call with ace king.
And what? Has he knocked him out?
They're just doing a count, but I think he has.
My God, that's the
He
greatest
has.
own goal since. Well,
And Germany have just bust Germany. I'm not quite sure what's just gone on.
well, the chat box has gone
I'm
wild,
wait-
Lee.
Well, Tobias is now chip leader on this final table and can go on and win it. We'll just have to see how that's affected the leaderboard. I'm a little bit surprised. Sorry, I'm a bit genuinely as to what I've just witnessed happen. I'm going to go to the leaderboard and see if we can work out what that does.
Lee, I'm going to have a bit of
be
a lie
honest,
down. I was not expecting
Let me
that.
get over there and see what that's. Yeah. Okay. That puts England.
Oh my word!
top-
England are back on top.
Germany have just bust Germany on this final table. Yeah. Des, you're looking like I'm looking. Did that really happen? But they have. And it's now thrown all sorts in the mix here. I mean, if Germany aren't careful here, they could go home without them, potentially. The reality is now, I think Germany have now, they've got 162 min, which is now same as Portugal's maximum. Wales and Ireland can't both overtake Germany. It's in, or can they? No, they can. They actually can, because they can finish first and second. So they can both. So yeah, Germany aren't even guaranteed a medal at the moment, and this is not going to go on. On will go.
Oh, I'm staggered, Lee. They've all got one player left, so this becomes super simple now.
This is now outlasting each other. Yeah.
Wayne Parker has just been gifted a run for the line.
I mean, the
Tris wants to get the German captain back on, but I don't think we're going to do that.
I'm just trying to. I'm trying to talk on the. So I'm just sort of sign languaging with the German blogger, kind of like what happened there, and he's shrugging his shoulders, going, I don't know what just happened there.
It's just a very strange moment, Lee.
He's looking at his chat box, which is, I think he's going absolutely mad on their stream, trying to work out how to. Yeah, because all their guys are watching that as well, going, what just happened?
Well, they've had hundreds of players watching their stream. They've been watching for 2 days straight. They've watched hours and hours and hours and hours of streaming from this event, and literally right at the line, it would appear Germany have hamstrung themselves. Incredible stuff. I can imagine their chat box is going crazy.
Can I just say, weirdly, show my screen, because they're both the players they're happily chatting there. There doesn't seem any issue with it. They're chatting about it. Yeah. So explaining
their
whatever,
teammates,
but there doesn't seem any issue. Yeah. It's all good.
There's clearly a degree
not an
of
issue.
confusion, right? It wasn't the right play under any circumstance. It just wasn't the right
you
play.
wanted to keep them both in, but Tobias now needs to pretty much. He is the chip leader now, but he now needs to win this.
But Lee, is it enough to win?
Yeah.
If he wins and Wayne Parker is runner-up, what's the points differential between them? Do you know? Can Wayne win if he finishes second?
Let me have a look for you.
Let's have a look at that.
So Germany's max is comfortably. So Germany's max is 187. So Wayne could actually finish in third, and will still win it. Actually, possibly fourth. Need to check the count. Actually, their countback is good, so fourth is going to be enough. Actually, yeah, fourth will be enough if Germany win it on countback.
So currently,
yeah.
Lee, right? Wayne Parker is 176 points. So England have 176, Germany have 162.
Yeah, but
so there's 14 points between them.
No. But look at it from a match point of view. So Germany have got 187 match. They win it. So if they have 187, then that's the difference that England would need to make up. And basically, they'd need
14
12
points
more to win it. Yeah. So we're currently with 7 left. It's guaranteed 25. So fourth place will give them 36. So that's the 11 points that they need. On countback, then we know England have already got 4 sit-and-go wins, which would be enough to overtake Germany. So that's where we're roughly at, and that's if Germany win the whole thing. But let's not discount Wales and Ireland in this at the moment, because it's not a done deal for England by any stretch of the imagination. Wayne has still got to sit tight there and see this through for a number of exits to go yet. All to play for. I'm still in shock at what I've just witnessed.
Yeah.
I don't think Des, we've been doing this for a long time.
I've never seen anything like that, Lee.
I have never seen anything like that, ever.
You know, when you were calling that hand, Lee, I didn't understand that there was a possibility that he was going to call his own teammate. Once the penny dropped on that, it was a mind-boggling call, it would appear.
Valter is all in, and Wayne Parker has got a decision to make out the small blind. He's starting to think about it, counting out some chips here, Des. So Valter from Portugal is all in. Look, every time I do it, he looks up. He looks shocked, as if
smiling face. He's enjoying himself. Yeah. That's the main thing. With every potential exit here, Wayne Parker must be rubbing his hands, Lee.
Well, I'm not sure about rubbing his hands. He's got a decision to make here. First of all, he falls in the end.
Let that go.
Tobias left in the. Tobias in the. Oh, he's going to look. Oh, look, that's what Valter got that through with. I can't tell the table what it was, but it was a monster hand. Gets a round of applause from the rail over there. There we go.
Gutsy.
There we go. The rail giving it there. So quick change of dealer on Beyond to go. Yeah, it's a strange one. So when I called that, I mean, I did say, right, so Peter had moved all in. I said, well, Tobias is doing what he's done every time.
Yeah.
He's still looked at his cards, done the right thing. But then he paused, he stopped. I thought, well, he's surely just going to fold because your teammates shoved in front of you, which they've done 2 or 3 times. The first time, and they've let him, he folded, giving him a walk before now as well. So that's standard. That's what you'd expect on this. It's a team event. They're on the final table, no issue with that whatsoever. But then he just pushed his stack across the line, and I looked down. Wayne Parker looked up at me and just was like, "What's going on?
What's just happened?
What could you even have? Why you just, even if you've got aces there, you've got to fold if your teammates are shot in front of you. It's just a no-brainer. But he's now got the chip lead, and he's now going to possibly have to win this the hard way. Of course, with that stack, he could decide if he's got any sense now. His captain should be saying to him, "You need to get that England pass."
Absolutely. Matt Carter saying, I've done it in the team game before, but not that deep, and with that much at stake. Ben Burnhill says maybe he was the Naz of the German team.
Yeah, but basically, if somebody should be having a word to Tobias here to go, right, that England player, you need shot of him.
Yeah, if you've got your chips, now is the time to use them.
Now you've got, and if you've got to take a gamble against him, if you want to try and win this, sit tight if you want, and you'll probably lock up a medal, as Dylan Herbert is all in for Wales. If you want to try and sit tight, you'll pick up a medal. If you want to win this, you've got to get rid of that England player.
You've got to target him.
Simple as that. And that's the decision to make.
Every hand, take a flip.
Yeah.
Do you want to win it or not?
To make. So Dylan Herbert is all in for Wales. Wayne's folded for England. We're round to Tobias, who's popped his time back in front of him. Let me see if I can get round this side so you can have a look there. He's I mean, it's quite scary around this side, Des, because I'm right in the midst of the rail here. I mean, at any point they could literally reach out and maybe like tap me on the shoulder or something. Oh, there it happens, and there it happens. Yeah,
he makes the call.
So he's made the call, and Gus is going to get out of the way. So we're going to be 2 players going to see. So Dylan's got ace 10. We'll do the flop from this side as I'm here now. Why not? Come on. Variety of the spice of life and all that. So it's ace 10, and he's up against king queen. It's the ace 10 at risk for Wales. Here we go. Jen's diving out of the way of the nowhere near you. You're all good. You're all good. So 5-3, Jack 9, and an 8 on the river, and that's going to be a double up for Wales through Germany. That's not going to help Tobias's situation here, because he's now gone from the chip leader after busting his teammates to he's now doubled up Dylan for Wales, which is going to help Wales's cause. This has not gone well.
But the irony here, Lee, of course, is that even if he'd won the hand and taken Dylan out, he's moved Wayne Parker up another notch in the points.
Yeah, I'm genuinely surprised here that somebody from the German team is not having a word in his ear to say this is how you need to play this.
Yeah, but I mean, they're going to be a bit shell-shocked at the moment, and they're going to be dealing with stuff at home, I'm sure.
No. This is the time where you step up. You've got to, you want to win this now. You've got to make sure the player knows what they need to do. This is not just about winning this tournament. This is now tactical. You've got to understand the numbers and know what you need to do.
Well, the German objective has to be to get Wayne Parker out. If he goes to, did you say 4th, Lee?
If Germany win it, 4th will be enough on countback for England to be ahead of Germany. I'm not going to say trying to crunch the other numbers of what else might happen. But I'm pretty sure that will be enough. Actually, I'll tell you what I can do. Whilst we're playing the next time, let me really double check what we were talking about. So we were talking if Germany won it. Let's have a look. So if Germany win it, they'll be on 187. So England can get to 187 by finishing 4th. That will actually put them above everybody else. Yeah, so that's the state of play. That's what it needs to be. So that's where the focus will be for Wayne. He knows if he can sit basically 4th, now he's got this locked up.
Yeah. Very good. So Tom Bacon is offering a possible reason. If his teammate is all in for hardly anything, was Jen always going to call? And he can force Jen out, and his teammate potentially triples up, but he wasn't short. He wasn't short.
No,
he was not short.
And there's nothing wrong with the shove with the ace 10 guys. I mean, it's a perfectly reasonable shove to make.
Yeah, but he wasn't expecting the outcome, right?
Yeah. He woke up with the ace king, but you've just got to fold it.
Yeah,
it's as simple as that. You've just got to fold it. You play the team game. You've just got to fold it. There's no individual prizes for winning this, so unfortunately, Tobias has just stepped up away from the table and gone to have a chat to his teammates.
Yeah.
Who,
I can tell he's upset. He's
trying to explain to Sandro what's gone on, and Sandro's just it's not. Yeah, we'll leave them to it because it's not. There's a discussion. Jen is all in. I think Eamon's made the call here, Des.
Let's go.
So decision on Dylan though. There's still Dylan to act here. We're just getting a count on Jen's stack. Dylan's after a count. So Jen is all in there. Eamon, he's the chap in the hat, just in case you didn't realise. He's all in. Decision is on Dylan, who's just got to double up through Germany and is asking for a count and has got a decision to make here. Wales still in with the shout of the medal here, so what's he going to do? Let's find out. He's having a think about this. That's Dylan's thinking face, just in case you were wondering at home, folks. That's what it is.
Well, Dylan knows that if Eamon goes out, that is a medal guaranteed for Wales, essentially. So this is a big decision. He's obviously got something, Lee. He's not wasting time here, I'm sure.
He seems more worried about Jen's stack and what Jen's holding than he is about what Eamon's holding. I mean, to be honest, Yeah. Eamon's really upset that he doesn't seem to be showing Eamon any love in this.
Just doesn't
It's
care.
like-
There's no respect there, Lee.
Dylan's
very
going to
sad
fold.
to
Let's
see.
see then. Jen's got pocket sixes. Eamon has ace jack, and Dylan seems quite happy with the fold in the end. So it's ace
a
jack
race.
is at risk here. So here we go. Here we go.
Ireland desperate for an ace jack.
We that quad sixes.
It'll be
for Jen
all the
Mason.
sixes, Lee. All of the sixes.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is how to play pocket sixes, courtesy of Jen Mason. That's how you do it. Yeah. So we lose Eamon. Very well done to him.
Well done,
Cracking
Eamon.
run. Very well done to Eamon. Brilliant run for Ireland. And on we go. Of course, that's going to change things again, Des. I'll have to update the leaderboard once more with another bust out. Let me find Eamon's name. Mark him out in 7th place. I get the nod from Simon to confirm that, because I don't know where we are. I haven't got a clue what's
No
going
idea,
on.
Lee. Just a nod for
So-
Jen Mason. What a great tournament she's having this MTT.
What
Spectacular.
a world. Not just a nod
Spectacular.
for Jen Mason. Did you see the way she played those pocket sixes? She knew
Oh.
what was coming.
All of the
I'm gonna
sixes,
head
Lee.
over. I'm going to head back over to the leaderboard, see what that does for Wales now, because that's kind of the next one to look at here. Right, so this is the situation. We already spoke about England and Germany. That hasn't really changed the England and Germany situation, Des. But let's talk briefly about third place here. Wales and Portugal. So Portugal can max out at 162. They've obviously still got a player Valter on that final table. Wales can max out at 176. Yeah, they've still got Dylan on that final table. That's where we're looking at now. Wales have a 154 minimum score, so they're guaranteed 4th place now. So Wales and Portugal fighting out for a medal here now. Portugal need to make up 14 points on Wales, so they're going to need to finish sort of three places ahead of them, really, with 6 players remaining. Tough ask, but we'll obviously see how the next few exits play out. I think we might have some more action if I get over there. We have those chips in the middle, guys. Let me get over here. And it's Gus all in with
Let's do it.
with the Jack 9 against the King Jack of it's the King Jack of a German player, Tobias, and a 9 on the flop. So Jack 9 versus King Jack, and it's a 9 on the flop, which means it's a. I want to tell Dylan what I just told everybody at home about Wales' chances of a medal, desperately, but it's on the screen, so you're going to have to get into it. Yeah. Oh, big chance.
So who's taking the chips in that hand, Lee?
So Gus has just doubled up through Tobias with Jack 9 against King Jack, and he had a 9 on the flop. So this is just going wrong for Germany as bad as it possibly could, really, on this final table. Wayne's just sitting there quietly thinking, well, to be honest, I think I just don't need to do anything here.
Yeah.
I can just let everybody else play some poker here, and if I have to blind out, I'll sit and blind out. I think if I was in Wayne's shoes now, that's exactly what I would be doing. I would not be putting a chip across that line more than I need to.
Yeah, I mean,
I've
Wayne's
got no
just
reason to.
experienced Christmas in August, hasn't he?
I just don't need to here.
Yeah.
I
Listen,
don't need to. So whilst we're still going on, so let's just say Gus is all in, and Dylan's on the button, and he's got a decision to make here. And the trouble is, Dylan's not been told where his situation is. He's going to have to fold it. He's got to let it go. Now, Wayne's folded. Tobias, is he going to call Gus? He's just doubled up Gus once. Dylan's trying to find out what's going to do. Time bank goes in the middle from Tobias again. I've got a feeling he's wanting to make the call here, Des.
Yeah, he's in a bit of an unhappy place at the moment. Steve Forty questioning whether he's on tilt. I'm not sure tilt is the right word, but almost certainly in a bit of an unhappy place.
So
maybe that is tilt.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Dylan's now having a conversation with Dan on the rail, well skipper. Gus is offering Tobias a couple of his time banks that he wants. So Dylan's now going to have a chat to basically get the message from Dan, which is what I just explained to you all at home about Wales are against Portugal for a medal here. So, They now know what's going on. Portuguese player Valtteri just quite happily playing it. Sandro's having a quick chat with Tobias here.
Yes, he is.
Letting him know what the situation. Good, all's good, and away they'll go. So they know what they need to do. But basically, if they've worked it out, they need to find a way of busting Wayne Parker out of this tournament pretty quick. If Germany want to
that
win
is what's
the gold,
needed, right?
Yeah.
It's as simple
That's
as
what
that.
they're going to need to do.
Simple as that. That is the route back.
It's been as simple as that since he buffed his teammate
Yeah.
out earlier on this final table.
But the variable here, Lee, is that Wayne Parker has been here many times before, and he's just not going to get those chips in unless he has, I would imagine, at least 4 aces in his hand.
More action. Jen Mason is all in, and
Here we
Valtter's
go.
for Portugal. It's King 10 for Jen. It's King Queen for Portugal for Valter. Here we go. King Queen Ace. 2 pair for Portugal, but there's out for Jen. Not going to get there, and USA are going to double up Portugal. There we go. So Portugal still very much in the mix for a medal here.
Oh, fantastic.
So the situation is, it's very much Germany versus England for gold and silver. It is Portugal versus Wales for the bronze medal. That's what's fighting out here. And Northern Ireland and USA are playing for pride and the honour of winning the overall MPC.
Oh, Lee, the drama.
I'm trying to make it sound more than it is, but
it's drama, Lee. And a little bit of love for Jen from that spectacular hand she had a couple of minutes ago. Tom Bacon, nice hand, Jen. And Jen's very good mate, Dana, is out there with a quads. And what seems to be a load of Liberia flags, it has to be said. Trish says true, and blockers with
hang on.
Oh, hello.
Dana, are you saying Dana can get us a Liberia team in for next year?
I think she probably can. I think we need a team from Liberia of banjo players to bring the music.
Make that happen.
That is
if anyone
what we need.
Can, Dana can do that.
Rob Swindles with another conspiracy.
Des.
Are we in?
Dylan's all in for Wales.
Okay.
Dylan is all in. Wayne Parker's folded. Tobias for Germany is all in.
Oh, hello.
Valter's folded for Portugal. Decision on Gus. He's out the way. Right, so Dylan's all in. Let's see. Dylan has got pair of 9s. Tobias has got ace queen.
It's a race.
It's hard to call it. There's not a lot between them. Let's watch the plot. We'll work it out afterwards. Ace queen for Germany. Pocket 9s. The 9s are ahead. 10 gives other out. Ace queen or a king. It's not.
Wow.
And it's a double up for Wales at the very least. It could. We're just going to count this up. We're just going to count this up. Simon's in the inner as well, counting up for us.
Germany have come off the rails, Lee. Let's see the German team if we can. See the reaction to that.
They're busy stood looking, waiting to see what the count's going to be. Whatever it's going to be, it's not going to leave Tabasa very much. I think a little step back. Yeah, it's got chips in play though, still got chips. But that's a massive double. So Portugal just doubled up through USA. Wales have now doubled up through Germany. So both of those playing for a medal. I mean, Jen looks like she could do with a kip. Yeah. It's like, way past her bedtime. Yeah.
Jen just enjoying having a seat at these events, Lee. I've got to be honest with you.
He said, "Where's my teacher?" My brother's asleep. He's gone to bed. So he's like, Terry's here. So Terry's still here, guys. So
Lee.
Yeah. I mean, for Tobias, this couldn't have gone any worse, could it?
It's just the poker gods, Lee, have conspired against Germany. A little of their own making, it has to be said, but they've tried to recover the position. Hasn't worked out, and they are looking down the barrel now.
Yeah. Tobias is going to need to get busy here. It's let's see, where are we? So it's Gus's small blind, it's Jen in the big blind, Dylan's folded, Wayne's folded, Tobias is folded, Valter's folded, so it's just going to be blind on blind. Northern Ireland versus USA, the two countries left of this six that really are just playing for a bit of pride, really, and Gus does the gentlemanly thing, gives Jen a walk. The right thing to do. Yeah. The right thing to do. And on we go. But it's going to creep round here. Blinds are now what are we playing? 25,000, 50,000. I'm going to guess that Tobias has got about maybe 50,000. I think he's pretty much got one big blind there, Des. And he's got about so it's Dylan's big blind this time. So he's got 3 hands before he's going to be in the big blind, the German player. I think we know Wayne Parker's folded here, and there it is. I could have predicted how that was going to play out. Tobias is all in. I think he's
chipping it, Shirley.
From somebody. He's going to, because I don't think he's going to have to cover the big blind. It's let's see what Gus does first. Let's work it round. Gus folds, and Jen is going to make up the small blind. It's exactly one big. So Dylan's decision on Dylan. Jen's made up the small blind.
I think we get a sense of how this is going to go, Lee, right?
Yeah, I've got the feeling they can predict how this is going to go.
They're going to check this down surely to see if they can exit the German player, I'm sure.
8, 10, 4. It's gone check. There's the first one. Another 10. There goes the check again. The second one. 3 on the river for the third diamond.
So here we go, guys.
7 high, 5 high, and ace high for Tobias, and he's going to get a triple up.
There is hope, Lee.
Yeah, he's going to get take his one big block to 3 and a bit. Yeah,
we will take it for Germany.
The comeback is on.
So, Lee, a conspiracy theory from Rob Swindells in relation to that hand. Rob asks, with the seating, could he have thought it was Wayne that shipped? Is that a possibility?
That there is a possibility.
Interesting theory.
He was looking across the dealer. The chip. I mean, yeah, it is possible. Yeah, there's. To be fair, it's a good shout. It is possible that was the case, but you'd surely double. I don't know. Would you double? Maybe he did. You'd like to think you double check who's pushed those chips all in there before you do, especially if you're 3 on to your right. But that is a possibility. That could well be. Which if it is, it's just a really unfortunate, thing to have happened. If that is the case.
The calmest man in the building,
Gus
Wayne.
Is all in.
Let's have a look here.
Gus is all in. Got the blinds to get through. Dylan in the small blind, and I'm guessing I know what's coming from the big blind. And
Wayne just throws it in nonchalantly, not interested.
There is the fold from the England skipper, who is looking chilled, but at the same time,
I think it's sinking in, Lee. I think it is sinking in, my friend. The title is going to Wakefield.
This is knowing how close this is. They're knowing how close it is. Not done yet, but they know how close this is.
Is this the second consecutive year that we've called this title, Lee, and got it so badly wrong?
We didn't.
We didn't think it was England, did we?
Dear,
oh dear.
I called it yesterday. I said it was England's to lose yesterday, and I've been proven spot on. It still is England's to lose in this situation.
I think we need to keep our day jobs.
So it's Tobias on the big blind this time. So he's got a third of a stack. Now it's folded all the way round. There's no way this Wayne, and maybe he will. Does he? He's got 2 bigs behind, and no, Wayne's going to give Germany a win. I mean, it's the right play, because I'm guessing Tobias is probably going to call if he doesn't take whatever he's up against. But if Wayne hasn't gone that absolute monster. But Wayne, to be honest now here, is the 2 teams vying for the gold medal are the short stacks here. Tobias is the short stack. Wayne is next. Shortest.
Wow, that's interesting.
But Wayne's not doing anything here at the moment until either the Germany bust or hopefully he ends up in 4th. I mean, you can't play this any other way. Why would you put your tournament life at risk now to finish in 6th, and then hope that Germany don't finish in the top?
Well, it does feel like he's the coolest guy, in the building at the moment. I think he knows what he's doing. I'm sure his team are trusting him. They're all on the rail. They're all glued.
He's gone all in from the button. It's folded round to him. He's gone all in. Now,
Famous.
Tobias has got a call. Tobias makes the call.
Oh, hello. Here we
Valter's
go.
out the way. Valter's out the way. Tobias had to make the call to try and.
This could be a winning call, Lee.
So it's ace king for England, and it's ace 4 for Germany.
Oh, wow.
It's going to be the ace 4 at risk here.
He needs a 4 or straighting cards.
Well, he's got options now. 3, 10, 5. A 2 option.
Oh!
The tall hold and Germany.
The Germans are back, Lee.
And we're going to get a count on this and see what the situation is. This is
Wow.
not over yet.
How does Wayne Parker
And-
get his chips in there,
Wow.
Lee? Ace King, of
That-
course, very pretty, but it's still a pair of singles, right?
That is what Wayne's going to have back. 5k.
Oh my God, he's got a single
tenth for the
chip
big
left.
blind. He's got a single chip
He's in
left.
6th place. This gives Germany.
But
This gives Germany
had
out,
to make-
Lee.
Germany had to make the call and take the chance. Had to do it, and they did, and they got there. They got there on the turn. And,
Well, maybe they deserved a bit of luck following that earlier. What would you call it? I don't know. Mistake, misstep, misclick.
Yeah, possibly. The problem he's got though is Tobias has just doubled up there now, but he's got 3 other players here now that are stacked up, and he's got to get past them somehow. But first of all, Wayne's got to bust to see what Wayne, because he's going to be.
Well, out of nowhere, Lee, the fact is he's just managed to get his fingertips back on the cliff edge.
I don't want to do much because Wayne's. Wayne's just that's just draining. It's just
Absolute
done nothing wrong there.
drama of the highest caliber.
So it's folded all the way around to the blind. Yeah, I mean, this is just crazy. Gus is in the small blind. Wayne's just taking a step back. I'm not going to put the camera back on him again. Just let him have a breather for a minute there, because that was just pretty.
It was brutal. Absolutely brutal.
Jen gets another walk, and on we go. But it means Wayne has got 2 hands, and he's going to be in a big blind. So that's where we're going to be at.
Well, he is literally leaning back from the table, Lee. We haven't seen Wayne rather in this position previously. He is practically horizontal there. This has knocked him for 6, I would say. England, of course, are going to walk away with a medal. We think that's assured. But
it still could very easily be the one they want.
Absolutely. Germany will still have to do the business if Wayne does go out next.
But it could be if Wayne does bust next, he's just going to have to stand on the rail and watch this play out. He's all in, under the gun next hand.
Here we go, guys.
His 5k. And it's a fold from Tobias. Walter from Portugal is all in. Gus next to act. And he folds, and Dylan folds as well. So Wayne is all in with
Bolt yourselves in, guys.
Ace Queen of clubs.
That's a beautiful hand.
Walter's got 7-8 of diamonds. It's the Ace Queen
race
at risk. It's not even a race.
It's two live cards, right?
6-10 King 3. And another 3, which means it's going to be a
double, and there's a roar of Come On England from the rail.
He can't win. He was in for 5. He can't win all that. Oh, did he get the ante first? Right. No, but that still doesn't make any sense. No.
Well, the drama continues here. Triss says, what he's saying looks a bad play, but if he loses another orbit of chips and the German player gets 2 shoves through, then what? Quite right, Triss. Wayne Parker hasn't put a foot wrong all day. That Ace King must have looked very pretty. Just one of these things.
So Wayne because he went in under the gun, has actually picked up quite nicely there, because he's picked up the full big blind ante and then effectively the 5K for the triple up. So he's actually picked up a little bit more in that particular hat, which we were all a bit puzzled by. But yeah, that is correct ruling. So.
Is he all in again here, Lee?
He's going to be all in next hand, and he's got his ace from Valter again from Portugal. So that we're just going to try to check, because everyone's looking at puzzles as to why he only had a 5K chip. He ended up picking up like 65,000. But he's all in again, and he's got this time. He's up against King Queen, and Wayne has Jack Deuce of
he's got life
diamonds.
cards.
Yeah.
Jack Deuce. To keep England's hopes alive in this championship, Wayne needs to hit a jack or a deuce. Okay, here comes our flop.
Here we go, Jack Deuce at risk. Here we go. 8, 4, 8, 9.
A jack or a deuce.
Ace. And that's going to be it. We're going to lose Wayne.
Wow.
In 6th place. Great run for him.
I'm going to check now, hang on.
Where are you, Lee?
I know.
There we go. So Wayne walks out a picture. Exited the tournament.
I'm going to quickly leaderboard if I can and try and work out what the heck is going on here.
Oh dear God.
So it puts Germany back up top. So England now are locked up at 179 points. Germany have 100.
Let's get a bit closer if we can, Lee.
So Germany now basically need to pick up another 11 points effectively to win this from the position that they're in at the moment. We've got 5 players remaining, so they've got 32 locked up. So they're going to need a second place. They're going to need to pick up 11 because they're going to need their 10 difference from min to max, plus they need to be one better than 179.
So we think
they
Germany
need 11 more points that they've got. They need 43 to win it, so they're going to need a second place finish to overtake England.
So Germany needs second place points to win.
Yeah. So Germany are going to need second place to overtake England. Yeah, Sandro's agreed with that as well. So yeah, that's what it's going to need to be. I'm going to head back. Yeah. I'm not even going to try and work out my Wales and Portugal one for a minute because that's where we're at.
Wow. Well, I feel for Wayne Parker. What a roller coaster final table that was. It was gone, it was back, and it may be gone again, but it's not over. Germany now need to secure second place to win this. We have 5 players remaining.
Oh, really? So you're 5th now? So you're 5th now? You're 5th now? So it's done. So it's done. Dan, I'm just trying to work out the Welsh one as well. Well, there's a hand going on here. There's not a huge amount going on. Gus is all in.
Okay, let's focus on the poker.
I'm going to check the Wales. I'm going to check the Wales numbers in a second because we've got what Dan just told me. I think might be. So Gus is all in, and it's a decision background on Valter, and he's having to think about what to do here. And he's going to fold. I'm going to get that through. I'm going to quickly go and see if I can check the leaderboard and work out where that Welsh situation is. So they're different by... so the maximum that Portugal can do is 162. Wales minimum is currently 158. So 5 to the 4, 158. So if Wales need one more to bust, so a 4th place finish for Wales will guarantee them a bronze medal.
Understood.
Yeah. So basically, a 4th place finish for Wales will guarantee them a bronze medal. Whether Portugal, if you come 5th, you're reliant on Portugal not winning it. Yeah. So we're just confirming all of that. And obviously, so they're the two scenarios we've talked about. So England versus Germany for first and second at the moment. Germany needs a second place finish now to take the gold off England. And for the bronze medal, it's Portugal and Wales. And basically, Dylan for Wales needs a fourth place finish, and it doesn't matter what Portugal do. If Portugal win it, I'm sorry, if Dylan finishes in fifth, then Portugal, as long as they don't win it, then it'll be Wales that will pick up the bronze. Everything clear with that? Good, excellent. You got that, Des?
It's very clear with me, Lee. Very clear.
Yeah,
I'm just going to wait for each individual score to go into the spreadsheet before I claim anything.
Tom Brady's pointing a lot at the leaderboard, and I'm liking it. Yeah,
but Lee, listen, Macedonia are out, right? Macedonia.
There's a few that are out. Yeah, there are a few that are out. Yeah, incredible. I don't know whether, I mean, you can see Wayne, I don't know if you can get to it, Wayne is at the back of it, keeping out just at the back of the rail, kind of looking, not really wanting to look.
Lee,
yeah.
there are German fingers drawing road maps on the leaderboard as we speak, just trying to trace the route to gold.
So Tobias is all in. Walter's called.
Here we go.
Walter's called for
Here
Portugal. But we've got action still to come. So Gus is in the small line.
Let's do it.
Decision on Gus first of all. He's going to fold, as does Jen. So it's Germany versus Portugal. Portugal have got ace deuce. Germany have got pocket queen.
Whoa! Germany in a strong position here.
And it's going to be the ace deuce that's actually at risk here, I think.
They need to avoid an ace.
Here we go. 6, 10, 7, and Simon's
Hold
there
their
as well.
save. Oh, it's an ace on the river! Unbelievable!
Ace on the river. Ace on the river.
The Portuguese are celebrating, the English are celebrating, the Welsh are celebrating.
Not really.
It's all over the place celebrating.
We're just going to get a count on this and see where it's at. Ace on the river. Ace on the river for Portugal.
I'm like,
Go. German guy's got to win this or get second.
Where is he for a second?
Where's Tom?
Tom, he was there a minute ago. He was not winning.
Sorry about that. There seems to be a ruffian in the building.
So Tobias has got left back to that sort of 50k mark, which is one big. So the situation here really is, I mean, Dylan's just been saying, now the Portuguese guy might win this, but the German guy has got one big line left. The minute the German guy, that's Wales locked up for a bronze medal. If Germany busts now, that's England going to win it. Yeah, so, but one more bust that's not that, I mean, it won't matter anyway. So one more bust, and
Lee.
Dylan's moaning it in. Honestly, it's Germany are all in. Tobias is all in, and we've just got Gus to get through, and then the blind. Gus folds, and it's just over a big.
Oh, Dylan's got a choice here, Lee. What's he going to do?
Dylan says, I've got to call.
Yeah, he's got to call it.
Dylan's going to call. It's Queen 10 for Wales. It is 8-5 for Germany. 8-5 is at risk. This is for a bronze medal for Wales and the win for England. King, Jack, Ace.
It's got to be an 8 or a 5.
And a 9. And that's going to be Germany. Tobias finishing in 5th place. Very well done to him. And I think, Des, that is going to lock everything up.
Lee, I have no idea what that's going to lock up. I've got to be honest with you.
Let me get it. I'm going to get over to the leaderboard.
Let's do that.
I'm heading over. I am heading over to the leaderboard to tell you.
Everybody's heading over to the leaderboard, Lee. Everybody.
Right, basically, this is where we're at, Des. England, 179 points locked up. Nobody can catch them. They are going to be winners.
And going to win the title.
Germany, Wales can finish in 2nd place. Wales can finish in 2nd place with Germany busting now. So the medals are locked up. It's going to be England, Wales, and Germany. Wales can actually overtake Germany, and Germany locked up 169 points. Wales got a 162 with 4 left. So Wales need to finish
7 points, Lee.
If Wales finish in second place. The second place finish for Wales will see them overtake Germany and pick up the silver medal. Medalists are confirmed. It's just deciding who's going to finish in silver, who's going to finish in bronze. Okay?
The English are hugging behind you, Lee.
Wales and Germany. So
there they are. There's a team of English players celebrating their win. Wow, what a scene here at Dusk Till Dawn. This has been up and down, Lee. And England have somehow got over the line. How have they got over the line?
I'm having to explain to the Welsh captain how they can still finish second. I mean seriously.
Oh, Lee, I think we have to go back to a simpler scoring format next year. Like just a single point per position. Oh, the Germans are distraught. They fought an incredible battle. But, they are very sad, I think it's fair to say, at the moment on the rail. But they will medal, and they'll hope it's a silver now. And that would represent a tremendous performance over the 2 days. But this has been so up and down that, it's just an intense experience for the players, right?
So let me just explain what we've got going on. There's 4 players left. So we've got Portugal, Northern Ireland, USA, and Wales. So England are locked up for the win. So Germany have got 169 points scored. Okay, Wales have got 126 scored. So they are currently 43 points behind. So for Wales to overtake Germany, they need to finish second of the 4 remaining. That will then give them the silver medal. They've locked up the bronze, but if they want that silver medal position, they need to finish second of the 4 remaining. So that's what we're playing for with the 4 remaining.
What a performance from Dylan Herbert. He's played this final table.
He's all in against Jen. 9-5 versus King 3. Wales are the King 3. Jen's hitting 5, sorry. King on the turn for Wales. And it's going to be there, and we're just going to count that up. But Dylan has all of a sudden got a stack of chips here now.
Wales hit the turn, and Dylan has given Wales a chance of silver.
There is a chance of silver. The German team are watching here. They know they've got at least a medal. They're just waiting to see what colour that medal is going to be. At the moment, they're in silver medal position, but if Wales finish second, they'll have to settle for bronze. Just going to get a count on Jen Mason's stack. The quads queen from earlier on.
What a smile on Jen Mason's face. She's had a fantastic day. It's been great to have in the card room. Lovely to see her on the other side of the felt. Jen, one of the best updaters in the business. It's nice to see her play.
And a pretty damn good player as well as updater.
And a pretty damn good player. And Lee,
absolutely.
we've had the joy of having Jen on the APAT show on the live stream. She calls a hell of a game as well. An excellent analyst on the game. We love Jen.
I mean, it's super, super close. It's not over. It's not over.
Somebody else with a bowl.
Jen has 3 of those lovely chips, the 5 chips. The comeback is on.
They said it's all over, Lee, but somebody's on the pitch.
Yeah. Jen has 15,000 chips remaining. She's going to make poker great again from here out, Des. That's what the plan is.
Let's build a wall. She looks tired, Lee.
The silver, third is. You're already done. Third up. Right. Yeah.
What an intense couple of hours this has been.
I'm still having conversations with the Welsh captain, Dan, about where they've got it, even though I've already explained it 3 times.
You know the problem there, Lee. He's sober.
Yeah. So, Jen is all in with a monster hand, Kelly. Yeah, it's that good. She's not even bothered to look at it.
Any two, Lee.
Good. So, decision first of all on Portugal, on Valto. He's got a decent stack of chips here now.
He's in good shape.
He needs to bust. He wants to try and finish as well as he could here. They can't get a medal now, unfortunately. They're just going to miss out. Probably possibly on countback if Dylan was next to bust. And he was going to go on and win it. But Gus folds. Dylan's going to fold here. And it's ace-queen for Portugal. And it's king-queen for USA.
3 outs. Maybe some more on the flop. Let's see. I don't think anybody would not call for Jen in this circumstance.
9, 6, 3, 6.
That's not what she needs.
And a jack. And Jen Mason is going to depart in 4th place.
Great job, Jen Mason.
Superb performance to Jen.
There she goes. And Wales take a step closer to silver.
Yeah, so they still need one more to bust. So Josh is now the short stack here on this final 3 for Northern Ireland, but he's put in a superb performance in this MTT. Done really, really well with the team out of the chance of picking up the medals, but he's still carried on playing super poker on this final table from what we've watched, and has got through a stellar field to get down to the final 3. He's the short stack. Tip leader is going to be Valter for Portugal, and then Dylan for Wales.
So what a day for England, Lee. 2013 they won this thing. It's been a long time coming, this repeat win. And Wayne Parker and his team have done it. Di Farrell, Asa McGrath, Danny Strange. They're going to take gold.
Well, and let's say it's that's Asa. I spoke to Asa before this event. He said, I've got 100%. I've got 100% record in this event. I don't want to lose that. Well,
he's done that. Incredible.
Yeah, and he might mention it once or twice. I'm just saying. Yeah, it might get mentioned. So on we go. So we'll obviously keeping on this until we know exactly where the final medalists are going to be decided. Who's going to pick up silver? Who's going to pick up bronze?
Well, listen, Lee. The only thing I can suggest from a German point of view is that we know they're going to come back next year and be desperate to win this, and that's going to be a good thing for this tournament.
Quite agree with that. I quite agree. But obviously, the guys are playing this through. It's being played through properly. They want to finish as high up that leaderboard as they can. Bragging rights. Obviously, Portugal picked up the bronze medal last year, and they're just going to miss out on a medal this year because again, that's 2 years of really good performances from the Portuguese side. Got to be really, really happy with that. Valter pretty much is shoved all in. Dylan's calling for his captain again. What I want him to do, but so Dylan's all in. Snap called by Valter. It's pocket sevens. Pocket sevens for Dylan. It's king 6. The sevens are probably at risk. This is for German in silver if it hits a king. Deuce 8, 5, 9.
It's got to be king.
And a 10, and that's going to be a double up for Dylan. And I mean that's going to put Dill a massive chip leader here now. Still needs to bust a player though for this silver medal. Des still needs to bust a player.
Well, you get a sense they're on their way to it, Lee. I mean, we can't clear. It's been very clear from moment one. We can't call what's going to happen here, even when you have a clear picture in front of you. But you'd have to say it does feel like Wales have positioned them well now to go on and take that silver. We will see. Time will tell. Not long now. What a game.
Isn't it just? Who'd enter this, eh?
Who
would enter this? Yeah.
It's for beginners, Lee, for beginners. And of course, all of these international players, they're here for the week. They're going to be rocking up and playing the main event and various other side events. So there's a lot of poker ahead of them, a lot of opportunities to move on from this event over the next few days. Yeah. We're here till Monday.
So Simon's just popping in. Just going to colour up some of these purples. There's a lot on the table, and we don't need them, so we're just going to get some of these reduced
Just-
and make life a little bit quicker for counting up chips to find out how this is going to play out. So
Just
we'll
leave
carry
the
on
all-in
that.
chips, Lee.
That's all that matters. We're into level 20 supplying to now 40,000, 80,000. And yeah, we're flying through this now.
Lee, I can't seem to recall us having had lunch yet. What time did you say it was again?
It is, it's 1:30 in the morning. Yeah.
About a cup of tea at about 11 a.m.
Nearly
it's been that time
nearly
of day.
breakfast time. Yeah.
Been an
Nearly
absolutely
breakfast
fantastic
time.
day here at Dusk Till Dawn.
So hang on, right. So we've got Volta's all in. Gus is all in. I mean, Dan's got a decision. Dylan's got a decision to make. I'm kind of thinking.
Just sit back, can't he? Enjoy the ride.
He's asking for a count, but yeah, I'm not sure whether you want to. Surely let these two wrap it. They're either going to bust the short stack, or they're going to leave the other one short. So
let him have it.
Let him do it. He's asking for a count on both of them to see how close they are to make it. I mean, that's the sensible thing to do, to make a decision on this. Gus is just chilled out, very relaxed in his shorts there. He's not bothered. Valtter's quite happy with this. I think if Dylan's going to look to see how close the two stacks are, and if they're reasonably close, he'll just let them go at it, I think, is the plan, and hope they don't chop it.
Oh, it's fair enough.
And hope they don't chop it. I mean, I think that's probably the most practical. I don't want to say anything too much, because but he's just going to get a count on both.
You've nothing to lose here, Lee, by just sitting
back.
back.
So it was 535 against 325. So I think it's close enough that you probably just let them go with it.
Let's get that camera up a bit, Lee.
Yeah, I'm there.
There you go. I know it's a bit gimbly. Huge rail still here at Dusk Till Dawn.
Dylan's, I mean, he's chucked one time, Frankie. I mean, I kind of think he folds. Yeah. I think that's a good decision. It's aces for Gus. Gus has got aces. He's the short stack. And Valter's got 9-4 of spades. Aces at risk. 9 in the window. And an ace. And Gus is going to get a double up, which is going to leave Valter on about 200,000. So it's going to leave Valter on about 200,000, which is now a very simple for Dylan kind of. He can call this off if he wants to now. Next hand. So
what a performance by the Northern Irish player. I mean, he is just having the time of his life here. What a hand. Gus has a nice little stack there now. You can take advantage of the situation.
Yeah, Valter is now in the big blind and playing the big blind ante, so that's 160 of his 200,000 chip in the middle. I'd be very surprised if one of these two players, either Gus or Dylan, doesn't take a go at finishing off the Portuguese player. I think it might be Gus looking at that action. He's put his chips behind his stack and he's reaching for them now.
Oh, he is. He's putting them in.
He's making it.
Does Dylan call this and try and
Dylan's made has called the raise. It's a mid raise, and Valter is all in. So the three of them are going to see a flop here with Valter all in. I think it might be a tiny bit more. And Gus is now asking, can I raise it? I think that it's an under raise, so no, so he's going to have to just call it. So it was another 40. So I think they're both going to call this. So, I mean, if Valter wins this, it's going to be a decent stack. They're just getting themselves sorted. Right, so that's all in. There's still action to follow here, Gus and Dylan. But Valter is all in. and the flop is 4-9 king with a couple of clubs. It's gone check.
Oh, I thought it might.
And a queen on the turn. They checked it down. And pair of fives for Gus. It's 10-8 for Walter. And Dylan Mutt. Walter's going to bust in third, which means Wales are going to be confirmed in second place. They're going to pick up the silver medal. Germany are going to have to settle for bronze. And Northern Ireland are going to play Wales heads up for this MTT. I think this will be over fairly quick here. I think.
Wow.
I think this will be done reasonably quick. We'll see how it plays, but whilst they're just playing that heads up a second, I'm going to quickly go over to the leaderboard and just let you know, show you where we're at the top.
Let's do it, Lee.
As you can see, those top three places are now all locked up, all done. Northern Ireland, they can't change from seventh place actually, even if they win this. So seventh place they're going to get that's where they're going to finish whatever happens. So these guys will quickly play this out. But England are our gold medalists. Wales finishing silver medal position. Germany in third. But when I say gold medal for England, obviously WCOAP bracelets and team champions for 2023. Superb performance for them.
Incredible.
So we're going to obviously just stick with this and see this heads up play out. So I think it'll play quite quickly. I think they're just going to get the chips in here.
Wow.
There's a lot of chips in play, but I think these guys might just get this done. So.
Oh, what a day. What an event. What a great performance by Gus and Dylan, getting heads up in this MTT for the final points of the WCOAP World Amateur Team Championship. Gold and the bracelets will go to England.
All done, Dill. Yeah. All done.
Wales will take silver and Germany will take the bronze on what has been a roller coaster last 2 hours for England and Germany in particular, but you can also throw Wales, Portugal, Ireland and others into that pot. Quite some final table, Lee.
Yeah, it really, really was. Obviously, we're gonna got medal photos and bits and pieces to do with the winning teams. We'll get all that sorted a bit. There's obviously other events going on at the moment where we'll get Tom Brady to start pulling those together. Just got another what colour is it? Another bronze for Peter Thorpe this week. That's the second one already this week. The Torpedo is doing very well. So it's Simon Brook and Stefan Roeder heads up in the RAS.
Wow. APAP players
So
taking
what we'll do,
all the medals.
Des, I'll tell you what we should do.
Yeah.
Shall I get up there to that RAS? Shall I go up to that RAS final table?
Yeah, I think that's the call now, Lee. I think we're done here. This is just another sort of finishing.
Yeah. So we're going to see this play out because obviously the team event.
There's nothing at stake now.
Tom, the RAS on a break.
Yeah.
Oh, the RAS is on a break at the moment.
So what we might want to do is, if Tom ensures that the team, Tom.
So yeah, the RAS is on a break at the moment, but we're going to try and catch the action from that heads up. I think we'll keep on the screen and see if we can catch that. But we'll carry on watching this and see if these two guys play out whilst we're waiting for the RAS to come back up for its break. Obviously, we've got a lot of photos going on, so there's a lot of medals and bracelets being dished out at the moment. Busy time, end of the night. And we've got all the team photos to do as well, which is going to be a bit of a handful to get sorted. We'll find somewhere staging to get that set up and get that sorted.
Bad for postage to one.
Okay, thank you, Rob. Good work, boys. Good night. Good night to you, Rob. Hope you're well. Stefan for the win, says Matt Carter in the RAS. Tris says, the game of poker will never fail to surprise me. See you later on today, gents. This has been a fine watch. Thank you, Tris. Safe travel ups tomorrow. Meanwhile, the Welsh captain is back at the leaderboard, Lee. He's double underlining stuff. It's a joy to watch. And I have to say, Lee, Gus, obviously Northern Irish player on the final table here, heads up for the win in the MTT. What a performance from Northern Ireland, 7th.
Yeah, very impressive. That puts them in the top 10 in the world, doesn't it?
They're certainly in the top 10, Lee. They're beating the might of the USA, who have been campaigning to make poker great again this week. They're beating Poland. The whole of Scotland, Lee.
These guys are playing this out. We're going to see a flop here. I just kind of assumed that they just get the chips in the middle, but actually they're playing a bit of poker here. So 10 queen deuce is the board.
Tell them we're allowing deals, Lee. How do you split no money 2 ways?
No, but to be fair, there's player of the series points.
Player of the series points.
Here, so an extra 5 points can make all the difference in where they finish in the individual leaderboard to pick up the top 9 points. So it is worth playing out, but hopefully this won't take too long for all those watching.
Well, the rail has thinned out a bit, and the rail in the bar has rather thickened considerably. A lot of people over there now.
I'm wondering whether you'll be able to get a chat with Wayne. He won't be on camera with you, so he might have a talk to you. Just there. I'll see if I can get Wayne to come over and.
Yeah.
Not on camera. Not on camera. Just go and have a chat. Just a chat.
Well, Wayne is coming to join me.
So
he's going to sit with me here in my. Oh, hello.
Let me do the all in the call. I'll do the all in the call. 8-7 versus 7. Here we go. There's the ace. Six on the turn. It's going to need to be a 7, and it's not there. And we're going to count on this. Dylan thinks he's got him, but it's going to be close. They're going to do a quick count on this. You can have a chat to Wayne whilst they're doing this countdown.
Oh, fantastic! So Wayne's joined me. Wayne's had to sit patiently for the last 90 or so seconds. Nothing at all for a man who has sat patiently, really, over the last 2 hours of what seems to have been a quite incredible MTT, Wayne. You'd won the thing, then you'd lost it, then you won it again, then there was the possibility you were going to lose it again. Just talk me through your emotions, having been through that journey, but ultimately having captained England to your second, as a country, WCOAP World Team Championship title.
Well, first thing is I want to thank the team members. It's a team game, even though poker is individual. Without the team, we wouldn't have won. If it wasn't for Di coming back from one big blind yesterday to win a STT, today it's been a roller coaster. We came in expecting maybe we'll get a medal. Halfway through the day, we were like, we may even come 5th. And quite honestly, even when we were 2 tables out, we still didn't think we would win a medal because we thought we'd blown it. Especially with Germany. I think Romania had 4 at the time. And obviously I just ground away. And when Germany took out Germany on the final table, it's like, what the is going on?
Listen, we're going to come back and talk about that.
That was just amazing.
You tell me about your emotions. We're going to come back and talk about that.
Yeah, well, after that it was just basically where do I need to finish? I was getting told if he's 7th, you need to come 4th. Oh no, 5th he'll do. We was absolutely no idea what was going on. It was just a case of survival.
Yeah. Survival of the fittest, guys. England were the fittest at the end. So, Wayne, you've described it well. It was truly up and down like no other poker tournament that I've seen, certainly at APAT over the years. It'll be intriguing to watch it back because a lot of the drama has been captured over the last 3.5 hours as such. But none more so than the moment when the two German players clashed. Now, it seemed unlikely that England could win up to that point. It's a relatively simple strategy. Keep two players in, ladder. At some point, they were going to catch you. That was just the maths of the situation. It seemed pretty clear. Did you immediately realise that this was a horrible mistake?
Well, when the seat draw was done, I found out that both the Germans were to my left.
Yeah.
Which I quite liked. And throughout the final tip, well, not throughout, but I was making plays on both of them, knowing like they were only going to call with ace king, aces kings. So I tried to take advantage of that. And then when he shoved and then he called, I was like, I just couldn't believe what was going on. They had the tournament sewn up. All they had to do was stay out of trouble. So I went to the guys afterwards to find out what has happened, and even the person who's been doing all the camera work, he's got no idea himself.
Yeah.
It's just amazing.
Just one of these crazy moments. And did you get any sense at the final table, with the German player that remained, did you get any sense of either why he did it? Obviously misclick, right? He just hasn't realised the significance of the move. Did you get any sense of why he did it, or what sort of impact do you think did it have on his game immediately afterwards?
It's difficult to know because as soon as he made the play, or maybe a hand or two later, he left the table to speak to his teammates. So I think then he probably realised what had happened.
Yeah.
So I think it was a mistake. He probably didn't realise it was his teammate. He may have thought it was me.
Yeah.
Since he's in seat 1, it was seat 9 who called. Obviously, you can't actually see him because of the dealer. So he may have thought it was me pushing. And that's the only explanation I can come up with.
Yeah. Rob Swindle suggested something similar in the chat box. Did he perhaps think it was you that was pushing? It seems a little unlikely given the scale of the issue. And there didn't seem to be a huge reaction to the fact that he did find himself all in against his teammate. But that aside, put that aside, we fast forward maybe, 15, 20 minutes. It wasn't too long. England at that point, you specifically needed, we think, a 4th. There was a 4th. If you get a 4th, you guaranteed the gold. You find yourself looking down at ace king, and you decide to stick your stack in with 6 left?
It was 6 left. Even before then, I was full. I had ace 10, king queen, and I think it was jack ace, as well. But I let all them go. However, I was looking down at the stack. I thought, I've got 200,000. Big blinds was going around, and it's 100,000. It was 50-50 by then. I thought, if I'm going to get 4th, I'm still going to have to play. I can't just fold.
Absolutely.
So when I looked down at ace king, I thought, it's going in.
Yeah.
And the cards just played out from there. I mean, we've played poker long enough now. We've seen bad beats before.
Yeah.
You just got to take it and move on.
Absolutely. No, I love that. I think that's a great reaction to that hand. It sounds to me like you're super comfortable with the call. You're still, post-event, no issues. There was a little bit of shock and awe in the chat box, but that simply is a result of the short-termism of you're so close to the line, but of course you're the one that sat there with a dwindling stack. So having exited the tournament, you then had to sit on the rail, stand on the rail with your team as they've watched Germany now almost certainly going to go on to win. But I say that maybe in the context of the roller coaster, we assumed that was it felt like a likely outcome. A lot of relief when that didn't occur?
It's difficult because obviously the Germans have played well.
Oh, they played magnificently,
They
right?
played well.
Really brilliant.
So you've got to hand it to them. I think it's just a stupid, honest mistake that the guy made.
Yeah.
And obviously, on a selfish point, I wanted us to win.
Yeah.
So obviously, I was cheering like hell for every card what was against him. But at the same time, I felt sorry, strangely.
Yeah.
Because I think he basically he's cocked it up for this country. So I've no idea what was going through his mind after that. But hey, England won.
England won. Listen, Wayne, I'm going to give you a little bit of good news, right? And you're probably given the intensity of the last sort of half an hour. You probably haven't thought too much about this, but your victory tonight, will absolutely guarantee your captaincy of England to return and defend your title next year. Please God, all being well in the world. Is that something to look forward to?
I love team games. I've won. Well, I've won final table. I've been on final tables. I've won them. I love team games. Coming back to represent England again is, I don't know. You've just told me, so I've got to take that on board. If that is the case, I may have a bit of a dilemma because obviously Matt Carter was in my original team. Obviously, Di stepped up and she's played absolutely brilliant. Like I say, it's been a team game, team effort. I've got a choice to make, if that is the case.
There you go, guys. So it's not easy being the captain of England. I don't think any of us doubted that. Fantastic performance, Wayne, from you and your team. We're delighted to see you win. Huge amount of support, through the chat box, through the Facebook group. You're going to see a lot of that over the next few days. What can I say? Sit back, enjoy it. The reward for a super effort over the last 2 days. Thank you very much, Wayne. Anything, final words, last words on your 2 days to sum up how you'll leave this Dusk Till Dawn card room tonight.
I'm just going to repeat myself, really. Team game is not about one person, it's about 4 people, all playing a part. Even though if I made a final table today, it was yesterday what made us win it. Especially the second phase when we won 3 City
53 points. Incredible.
That was it. I came in today thinking that the structure was actually a bit top heavy in the MTT and not enough credit was onto the STTs. And I thought, yes, I know why they've done it. Anybody can still win when you come to it. I can understand that. But the point of 2 phases, 3 phases, I reckon that should have been more given to them. But that's my own opinion. But you could see what happens with the structure as it is. It went down to the wire. Anybody could still win, even on the final table. 2, 3, 4 teams could still win. So I'd just like to thank basically all the rail as well. Unbelievable rail. I'm normally quite quiet. I normally blend into the background, don't speak a lot. Is that an all in? Sorry. And to have all this cheering going off was just amazing. And I'd just like to say thank you to all of them as well for cheering us on.
Fantastic. Very well done, Wayne. And, I'll just put this last message up on the screen. Just come in from Matt Carter, who, of course, is convalescing at home, couldn't make it. And, he's a top guy. He says, no choice at all, mate. Pick the winning team. It's very magnanimous. But, of course, you do have a choice, and you should take your time to make that choice. I think we've got a final result, it would appear, in that heads up. Lee, you're laughing there. It's nice to see you laughing. What's happened, Lee? Tell us.
Gus got it all in with pocket 8 against the pocket jacks of Dylan. The jacks were at risk, and everyone's calling for an 8 just to get this over with. Even Dylan was calling for an 8 to get this over with. And but it ended up coming 2 clubs on the board and then runner club for the flush to hit for the 8s. The crowd went wild. Even Dylan went wild that it's over with now.
Who the hell's won, Lee?
Gus from Northern Ireland picks up the win.
Congratulations to Gus, the Northern Ireland team, on a tremendous couple of days here at Dusk Till Dawn. They are going to finish in 7th position, Lee. Outstanding.
Yeah, no, I'm going to try and see. Well, I don't know whether they've done the photo. They might have already done the photo. I don't know who won the Raz. It was heads up Simon Brook against Stefan Roder. I don't know who won it, Des. I'm not sure. They were doing a photo and it's been done. Tom will tell me now.
So I've just put it back onto your camera, Lee.
Stefan Roder won the race.
Congratulations to Stefan Roder on winning the RAS event.
So we're done there. That is the Welsh team.
Well played, Dylan Herbert.
Quite happy. It's basically a team of 3. They had a captain, but I don't know why. I don't know what to say with that. Let's get in. Just give you that. There's our MTT winner, Gus.
Well done, Gus.
Checking where the guys finished on the leaderboard there. Quite happy with that. Well done to them. So well done to those guys. So Des, that's pretty much us done. We've got some photos to do here, and obviously there's a couple of side events until we're still sorting out what's going to go. Still loads of cash games going on here at Dusk Till Dawn. And I'll tell you what, see this card room here, Des?
Yeah. Going to be full tomorrow, Lee.
That is going to be packed with poker players. Friday tomorrow, and then we're here right through till Monday. Loads more to get involved in. If you are coming up to Dusk Till Dawn, want to play, get onto Lux on Pay. Get yourself booked in advance. We are expecting it's been a busy 2 days. We're expecting another 4 days are going to be absolutely crazy here at Dusk Till Dawn. What a great start to the week, though.
Yeah, outstanding couple of days. The team event, all of the other events that have been played. We're not going to stop there. It's going to be just intense here through the weekend. So if you do get a chance to come and play, do so. Other than that, thanks for your efforts, Lee. Well done to all of the team players. I hope they have a smash-in night tonight. Big special congratulations to England and Wayne Parker. What a performance. So to you guys who stuck with us through the evening, thank you very much. And we will be back tomorrow for more.